Well, hello and welcome to that of Day 8 of the Australian Surf Life Saving Trials. Also Aussies, Ty Ducker here with Courtney Hancock. And Courtney, what about this? We are up and about. It is the Under-17 Male Iron Person Championship of Australia, the final here on Sunshine, Richard Orr Beach of the Sunshine Coast.
Oh, it's so exciting. These Under-17 male into their Iron Person final, Australian title. They all want to get this one. And we look at the surf conditions at the moment, and we've got Harold down the beach, but it's a little bit flatter today. The surf is certainly nervous bodies on the line at the moment.
Yeah, let's have a look at the numbers. Remember, the cream rises to the fore here. This is the final. The championships for Riddlebarrow Point, Will Fowler on the far left-hand side. Noah Thomas up and about all summer as well. Dane Sutton, the boy from Wanda. Look out for him under the guidance of the Smith dog, Nathan Smith. Sam Higgs will come home like a freight train from North Curl. Burdekin from Coogin Dylan from Tugun. Deekman from the local club of the Black Swans and Richard Orr. Another Higgs from Curl. Pickering, Mags, Howe, Rasmussen, Green, Walker, Beaumont, and the Queensland champ Wilson, top end of screen. Up and about the moment, and good starts from the bookends. I'd say that's Wilson also. Thomas on our lower part of screen there, but the importance of a good start, super critical here, Courts.
It's so important, especially with the way the conditions are at the moment. It's a little bit flatter today, as I just see the boys getting hit by that first wave coming through, and we just see out in front, we've got out in the middle there, could be Noah Mags. We've spoken about him before and his family, very, very talented, so he's really got a very good lead, as well as we've got Dylan Wilson from Sunshine over the south end.
Yeah, this is a great story. So it's the Iron Person. It's a board into a run, into a swim. Now you can see the swim cans there. It is a very big swim, and at the moment, this is fitting because the Queensland champ, top of screen, that's Dylan Wilson. He also won the surf race, the Queensland State Championships as well. And then Noah Mags, we talk about the New South Wales champ. So it's a ding-dong battle at the moment, but I also love the work. Looks like potentially that of Mitchell Green also felt as well.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like Jaden Beaumont as well from Riddlebarrow Point. So they really stretch out these top four, you can see at the moment. If they can keep that little lead and get away from the pack, they're certainly going to set themselves up.
Yeah, I'll rephrase that. That's actually Walker from Cooks Hill tucked in there as third. A phenomenal swimmer as well. This is a quality field. We talk about the next gen of Iron Men coming through. This is the next gen. Back with superstars of our sport. Wilson now looks to dictate this rate from the front. There we go. Love the move. Riddlebarrow Point up on the inside. What's the benefit of being up on the inside going around these cans?
Yeah, definitely Jaden Beaumont. He's in a good position at the moment. Not only is he wash riding off Dylan Wilson, but he's also on the inside, tucked in, as you see. Unfortunately, Noah Mags, he's got to do a little bit more work. But certainly for me, Jaden Beaumont is in the perfect position, just wash riding. But here we go, Wesberg and Jade Sutcliffe have certainly been doing some great work there down at Sunshine.
Yeah, he's a great young man too, Dylan Wilson. He represented Queensland in January, took out the interstate. So coming in this event, confidence-wise, he knows he's already had a win over the other competitors from the other states. But it's an Iron Person, it's the Aussies, and the cream comes to the fore. You've got to remember, this is day 4 of competition. Wilson now starts to go to work. Love the work of Beaumont, tucked in behind. Probably smaller in stature, but huge in heart, the young boy from Riddlebarrow Point. While Wilson starts to lift. You see that wind as well, that southeast wind, that chop, going to play a part with this swell as well.
I was just going to mention that, Ty. Definitely with that little bit of westerly in the wind this morning, it's definitely going to be a very hard ride in for them. But as we see Wilson, he might just get down a little bit of a little trickle wave, and that'll definitely make the difference.
Yeah, he has put the hammer down, Dylan Wilson. If he pulls over the top of this one on his own, however, he's got a couple coming through. Beaumont working hard, Wilson working hard. Just a little run. It's a surging swell, that high tide. Unfortunately, won't get over the top. He's used a bit of energy to their courts. Back marker's likely to come through on this next wave, but he's a very good swimmer, Dylan Wilson.
Yeah, he's going to have to work really, really hard. You see these waves, they're not back-to-back and consistency like we've seen the last couple of days, like we see mainly at Maroochydore. So Dylan, he's had to work very, very hard, and this is really going to be a test of his fitness when he gets off his legs.
Yeah, what a work. Look at this. We haven't seen this, have we, since the start of the Aussies last Saturday, the ability to have to paddle all the way back to shore. This is a true testament of his Iron Person, stamina and endurance as well, Dylan Wilson. I know he can do it. I know he's got the base. I know he's a phenomenal swimmer, but he's got to dig deep, and really deep at the moment. Wilson goes around in 1. What about the chase pack now coming round in 2? Look out for the big movers here at Mags from Newport as well. Look out for North Curl. Walker from Cooks Hill as well. This is big, really big. They've got to dig deep now in the swim leg.
They certainly do. And the likes of Noah Mags and the boys coming through there with Jaden and also Walker as well. They've had that little rest coming off that board. So, but we are so lucky. We actually do have Harold down the beach for us. So I'd love to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, not too much in it at the moment, guys. Again, obviously the first pick of the race, trying to figure out what's going on with that bank that we saw that was really, I guess, prominent yesterday afternoon. But that lead all but alleviated at the moment. Guys going out the right-hand side. This is still anyone out of 16 could still take this out.
Yeah, thanks, Harold, for the update. You see Wilson just starting to labour a little bit. That could be a little bit of fatigue. I love the big move here of Noel Maggs. Now, pound for pound, he's had some great swimming results. Dykeman as well from that of Maroochydore. He's still close enough and good enough. Luton as well from North Billy, make a move, a phenomenal swimmer as well. And the North Curl Bill, he's tucked about midfield at the moment. He's a very big swim leg. How hard is it to swim under fatigue in an Ironman final in this nature?
It's definitely different swimming to just the swim being first to the swim being second. You have to be able to swim well tied. We've seen Noah Maggs do that time and time again. He's very good as a tied swimmer. The disadvantage that Dylan Wilson had, he didn't get a wave in. He did all the work. He had to paddle all the way with no rest at the end. And also, when you're out in front, you're the first person going in. So everyone goes off when you dive in. And I guess for him, he just has to go in there blind. And unfortunately, at the moment, he's lost his lead, but he's still in there with a shot.
Yes, Maggs leading, but the big move for my liking is that of Alex Walker from the Tricolours of Cooks Hill from the Hunter Branch. He's a massive unit, this boy, and what a lovely boy he is as well. We go back a couple of years ago under 14. He won every individual event 3 to 4 years ago. That's him on the inside. Now Maggs picks up side. They compete against each other, New South Wales, sort of, a few week in, week out over the months in competition as well. They know the measure of each other. There's the move there, the North Curl boys. The Higgs boys on the move.
Oh, it is really a really big swim at the moment, isn't it? And with the waves coming through, they're going to have to work really, really hard. But we're not. You've got Byron from Maroochydore there as well. He's not letting Pickering from Alexandra Headlands holding on, because at the moment they could be resting. We're not too sure what's going on in their minds at the moment. And being that large swim, having a little bit of rest, Noel Maggs doing all the hard work at the moment. And anyone, when they come off that backstring, can really get into that 6-speed kick and absolutely let it all rip.
Oh, how good is this? It's the Under-17 Ironman Championship of Australia, and around they go. Half a leg to go to be crowned top of the podium. And we said it's Walker and Maggs at the moment making their move. We'll try and pick it. That's actually Walker now back in through. A big move being made up. We'll try and pick up who that is at the moment. We know Maggs is that Wilson fighting back. Is that Dylan Wilson coming back? The resurgence after resetting, refueling that bang. Dylan Wilson, he's up and about. What a battle. New South Wales champion up against the Queensland battle champion as well. This is phenomenal for an Aussie champ.
It's definitely a bit of state of origin going on at the moment, but I really like Dylan Wilson, the way he's doing this race. He took it out as fast as he can. Then we see
Higgs. That'll be Higgs. The big move from Higgs. We spoke about this pre-race, about the swim leg being second and the big swimmers coming out for the big plays. Luke Higgs, I believe that is on the left-hand side. We've got two Higgs boys in the Higgs left-hand side on the chase now, up in Wilson in 1, Maggs in 2, Walker fighting back there as well with Higgs. What a battle for the Aussie champs.
Ty, this is when you really see everyone. I talked about that 6-speed kick before, and this is where everyone's going to get it in. You didn't need to do the 6-speed kick on the way out, but at the moment, all the boys, it looks like a 100-metre sprint at the moment. North
Curl are flying on the right-hand side. I believe that could be Luke Higgs and potentially brother Sam Higgs as well. I know we got, I think we might have probably 2 or 3 of the North Curl in this at the moment, but it's now Higgs on the southern side. That's the right-hand side making a huge move. All of a sudden, wave zone, what's going to be on offer?
Oh, how special is this when you've got your brother out there with you going neck and neck all the way. But with these waves at the moment, there's not a lot out there on offer. So anyone who can milk a little bit, milk a couple of metres, you're going to get up on your feet first and go for it. So you really, really want to aim for that.
Oh, this is massive. Dylan Wilson still leads. Red cap, top of screen, left-hand side now. Right-hand side, the Higgs brothers under guidance of Sean Davis there as well, past Australian champion. Oh, Higgs gets a good lift. The legs come in. Surge high tide. Arm. They're hoping. He's spotted. He sits. He props. They turn round. What about this, ladies? Pickering. It could be Pickering's come through now. Higgs is there. Maggs is there. Another Higgs. Where's Wilson? That's the question.
This is coming down to one of the exciting, dramatic finishes for the Australian Ironman title for the under-17s. That was an incredible body surfing, I have to say, by the Higgs, getting a broken wave then. Here we go, Ty. We might be having a sprint finish for
this. I'll say Vantage Wilson. Vantage Wilson, left-hand side. He won the interstate. He won the Queensland champs. Walker's up. The big man. The big frame from Cooks Hill. Walker. Look at him go. Under 14, 3-4 years ago. Absolutely dominated. Once again, the turn. Walker up on the insides. Looks like Higgs. Walker. Higgs. Walker. Higgs. Walker. Higgs. Walker's going to get there. Oh, the boy from Cooks Hill, the Hunter Branch. Take a bow. You are under 17 Australian champion.
Oh, Ty, that was incredible, wasn't it? They had to work so hard, and for anyone watching this right now,
so good.
They they would have been hurting and burning. But Harold is down there right now with the action.
We did this a few years ago, mate. Remember this? And now you're the Australian champion once again.
Yeah, I sure do.
That was tough. So let's talk through. It was probably only a little bit between first group and then that secondary pack coming through, but just that back end, that last 100 metres coming through, holding that wave.
Oh, I was dying. I had to hold my breath. I knew if I put my head up too much, I was going to fall off. So I just put my head down and kicked.
Yeah, the club of Cooksville still maintaining that momentum. Solid squad here. The girls are in there. It must make you so proud to again get the cap up with another gold medal for them.
Yeah, it's amazing. Our squad at Cooksville is just so great. I love training with them. I couldn't do it without them. They're the best. I love them so much.
Special shout outs?
Oh, all my trainers that I train with, all my coaches, my swim coach Karen, all the dads that help surf training, Sarge, John, Joel, Ethan, everyone, they're so great.
Takes a village, mate. Congratulations again. Alex Walker, champion, under 17-9. Unbelievable effort.
Oh, Harold, what a moment. And Alexander Walker, take a bow, mate. I've followed his journey for a number of years now. He's a great young man. Out of the blocks early in the season, but really built into the season. And, you know, Courts, this is where you want to be really peaking, the Aussie champs. And he did it 3-4 years ago. And what a performance. Let's have a look at this replay. What a phenomenal under-17 Championship of Australia it was. And Wilson did all the hard work out there, nice and early in the board leg. But unfortunately, anything.
He certainly did. Dylan Wilson, he did a phenomenal race then at the Australian titles. You've got to give it everything, and that's from the start. You can't hold anything back, and he exactly did that.
One thing I love about Wilson, the way he fought back, and this is it here, fought back really hard in that of the swim leg. And that's a true testament to, one, his mental state, but also the ability, but also his fitness. Pickering come from the clouds right-hand side. Mags was there as well. The North Curl boys, the Higgs boys, I tell you what, if it stayed flat, they were right there. And it came down to this, Walker and Higgs. What about this? Two Higgs boys, potentially second and third. But Walker, it's a new stuff. It's from the Cooks. A great man, great human, and I tell you what, he'll treasure that one for many more years to come.
I love all the girls getting around him there, didn't they? He's a very popular win, and his post-race interview with Harold there was very special. That meant a lot, and we talk about having that extra magic and an extra big heart for Aussies, and he certainly did all the way because he was hurting.
Yeah, no, Courts, they don't come easy. Aussie titles, especially individual titles, do not come easy. You've got to have a little bit as well. You know, I feel for the Higgs boys. I think they picked up podium as well. Just waiting for the results to come through. But a big shout out to all the under-17s. That was a phenomenal way to start day 8.
Oh, exciting, wasn't it? Oh, and it was so great to have Harold down there with all the action to get all that emotion. It's wow, I can't believe that came down to a sprint finish with 5 of them.
Yeah, I think that's what we're in store for today. The under-17s will run through all their finals today, and a big thanks to those who are joining us at the moment. We have the semi-final number 2 of looks like the Open at Upland 6-leg Tupland coming up as well. So we'll run through the team list very, very short. What a final, the under-17 Ironman. And the under-17 females are in a far area. Unfortunately, we can't bring broadcast to that, so we do apologise for that being out of the camera range. We will bring an update of the under-17 female final as well. How good is this? It's Aussies. It's day 8. We are on SBS Demand all day today, along with that of obviously Surf Life Saving socials in terms of Facebook and that of YouTube as well. And a big thanks for those who are joining us. It is day 8, a huge day of competition. Survival rounds coming through, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and plenty of finals of action. Semi-final number 2 coming up. Semi-final number 2 coming up, and it's a huge day of action, not only here in the open water area, but also the surf boats. So jump on their live stream channel as well. Plenty of action. There's been thrills and spills. I actually dropped down there yesterday afternoon when I arrived back on the coast and got the update of what's been happening. And it's full of life and buzzing down there. They are loving the Aussies down the boat section.
They certainly are. They're amazing athletes, aren't they? They really, really have copped some big swell as well. And this is the one I've been waiting for to watch. This is the first time ever that we are showcasing the open mixed Tapland. So there's 3 girls, 3 boys. You'll have a male and female do the ski, a male and female do the board leg, and a male and female do the swim. You can pick the order that they go through as well. So at the moment we can see predominantly the boys going off first in the ski, but I can't wait for this one.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It was a great initiative by that of Surf Life Saving Australia and 6-leg Tapney, the depth in your clubs, but also in terms of the agenda ability as well, and a lot of clubs can get 1, 2 and 3 males and females to put some solid teams. So the quality of this race will be right up the pointy end. And I love that as well, Coach. You mentioned about the order they go. You can see a lot of the teams are banking on their male ski paddler first. The big movers are the females in particular, the ski, board and swim as well. A phenomenal race. And obviously the order ski, board, swim. We'll probably have all male ski paddlers coming up first. It's interesting, isn't it? I think obviously ski, you could probably say the males I'll throw on, but interesting to see with the board and swim what they do in terms of lining up.
It's very tactical, this race, absolutely, when you get that decision to be able to pick who goes first and second in each discipline. We've seen it before with the first time interstates, but the first time the Australian titles, and a lot were finished off for a sprint finish, so it'd be really interesting what they do.
Yeah, some of the girls run quick too, don't you worry about that.
They certainly do.
Quick update, the Under-17 Championship of Australia, the male iron person. It was Alexander Walker in 1. Well done, mate, Cooksville. Luke Higgs and Sam Higgs, 2 and 3. A big shout out to North Curl on the guidance of Shawnee Davis there as well. So here we go. Open mixed Tupland semi-final number 2. 8 is the magic number going through. And great starts right across. And we're trying to see that. You can see Coogin Headland off to a very good start in the centre, but waves building out the back.
It certainly is, isn't it? There's still, even though it looks like it's fairly flat out there, if you definitely get caught in that wrong section, and we see at the moment potentially the north side and the right side of the screen at the moment just had a little bit of an easier going out.
Yeah, so Coogin off to a good start as well. We'll try and pick up here with the pan out now. We can see there's Coogin there. We expect to see that of Northcliffe in the mix. They are there as well. Manly off to a very, very good start as well.
Definitely. I'm so excited to be here watching this race. We'll get you a start list at the moment, but it's, here we go, Ty. We've got
start list coming up, but I've just got the Under-17 female iron person Championship Australia results have just come through. Caitlin Reese has taken out the Aussie champs from Swansea Belmont. Well done, Cuddy. What a great young lady she is. Pippi DePania in second and Zoe Woods in third. They are the podium and our Aussie champ, Caitlin Reese. Congratulations. Back to mixed Tupland here. 6-person Tupland. First leg up and about. Looks like could be Oscar up there for Manly for 10-1.
Yeah, that is Oscar Jones out in front there. And as we look to the men's, we've got Northcliffe out there. We've got Tom Norton. We've also got Allura out there. And it looks like we've also got Coogin Headlands as well. So it's, Coogin Headland, I have to say, they've been doing really across all ages as well in every single discipline. So at the moment, we do see Oscar Jones and also Tom there. Yeah,
you talk about quarters, and really looking forward. Obviously, semi-final, the ski coming up a little bit later on today as well, with finals tomorrow. I see that as a very the finals package tomorrow as well with that of the open ski. But look at this, Oscar Jones starts to go to work. But meanwhile, out the back, they pick up anything in the ocean. Jones will now stop and prop because he's going to probably have 2 or 3 join him on this wave. Now it's the ability of Allura making their well, great to see. But what about these drone shots? Phenomenal drone shots as they come down here in semi-final leg number 1 of the mixed Tupland.
Oh, it's amazing for the whole club, for everyone to be a part of this. It certainly is. And that's actually Nathan Neal. Spoke to him yesterday on the start of the line before the ski relay. Really nice guy, and he's just loving being out here for the Aussies. So they will, for the first time we'll see, they will actually tag their female ski paddler. And we'll look forward to seeing who's
look at the quality of the female ski paddlers. I see, I look across there at the Northcliffe, and I expect Tommy Norton to tag that at the DMAC, Danielle McKenzie. So look out for that one coming through. Ella Garrett will probably paddle for that at Manly as well. And then we've got Allura's Row. So it's all about qualifying. It's all about being in the top 8. 8 is the magic number in semi-final. And it's the position you want to be. A bit of swell building tomorrow for the finals, and therefore it's anyone's race.
Absolutely. You want to really set the rest of your team up here, especially the men going first here. And then we see Noah Steiner tagging his next female competitor. We definitely saw Ella Garrett at the interstate. She had that amazing sprint finish with one of the gentlemen from one of the other clubs. And she did so well. I think it came down to just a centimetre. Could have actually been one of the...
I won't mention Dan Mull, but yes, she actually did beat Dan Mull on the beach. Here we go, second leg, and Ella Garrett, phenomenal ski paddler for the Men Lifesaving Cup. A few waves to negotiate for the ladies as they make their way out as well. But it's a great race, and it's 6 legs. We've had the male ski, now the female ski, and you can see very tightly congested from 2 right back to 10.
Yeah, it certainly is, as we can see on screen, that beautiful drone shot. Remember, there's only 8 going through, so this is really tight at the moment, and just an amazing one to get to that Australian final. Denny McKenzie, you can see her stroke rate. She's got a lot slower stroke than anyone else because she's been doing kayaking as well, and her stroke is just perfection. So that's why she's a little bit slower, and she'll just be relaxing out in front, setting up her team. Yeah,
such a great story, Daniel the D-Mac McKenzie, obviously a very proud Kiwi, has been chasing the dream of that Olympic dream, has just fallen short, has come back to that of Northcliffe, took out the double ski with Georgia Miller, that I think 2 days ago as well, but a phenomenal AFL player, very good AFL player as well, so plenty of action here in the water at the moment. Let's get on the beach now with Harold.
So interesting stuff. We've had all the guys, all the girls go through, then all the boys lined up for the next leg, but then I've got the board legend herself, Han.
Yes. Yeah, it'll be good. Obviously, it's the semi. You just want to put yourself through, and D-Mac's got a nice little lead, and I don't think it's enough for them not to catch me, but hopefully when they come past, I can jump on their wash, and, you know, Bevy coming through against the girls will be really good.
And hopefully they might be able to do the same, but we'll see what transpires. Get into it. Last of the guys coming through, Northcliffe in the lead at the moment, and Hannah Scully with the biggest smile on the beach at the moment.
Yeah, great job, Harold, and great job today. Took out the board relay yesterday as well, Hannah Scully, and another great story. She's did a PE teaching prac with us last year, and we're great for the future as well. And if I'm a male board paddler and Hannah Scully's I'm up against her, I'll be a little bit nervous.
Absolutely. She knows how to go, and we saw her yesterday in the final of the board relay, and she went off last, and she just absolutely annihilated it. And here we see Danny McKenzie. Oh, she'll be on a small little wave. She'll be able to hold this nice and easy, but Hannah Scully, I just had a little thought actually, Ty, this race being so tactical and the order that you put them in, you know, there's an opportunity for the teams to look out and actually do a quick change for the swimmers, and they might have an idea to be females first, males last, but at the end you could actually swap it around.
Yeah, most definitely, and the luck of the ocean as well. You know, come semi-final time, you look at the qualify comfortably, or that of finals tomorrow, and there might be a bit more of a wave on. You may pick up a wave in the leg, all of a sudden that change how you want to dictate the race, either from the front or be for chasing from that at the back. So D-Mac McKenzie comes around in one. I think Harold might have mentioned Hannah might be going off first here, so we'll watch that closely as well. The boys in the chase, round she comes, and so she's a great role model as well for the young girls up and coming as well. And to transfer those sports, there we go. Hannah Scully is the hunted at the moment, and she loves the big stage. She's a big game player, Hannah Scully, and we saw that yesterday in the open female board relay. Is that the fried eggs? Could be potentially the fried eggs of Southport, I think, coming through there as well.
They are out there, absolutely. You'd think Brodie Trinker would be going off at some stage soon, and you've also got Pierce Leonard coming back, the coach of Southport there. Yeah, love that, absolutely. 2 times Australian Ironman champion, won them both over in WA as well. And isn't it great, these coaches giving back their sport? So sea leg now done, tick, tick, 2 legs done, 4 legs to go. And we're looking there at the moment of our 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and there goes 6th of Allura. Still in the mix there, Allura as well. But you want to stay clear of that red zone, don't you, of 9, 10, 11. I think this is really smart that Northcliffe have done this, because as Hannah said, if any of the boys come going past her, she can get a bit of a wash, and then you send off Matt Bevilacqua out with the girls. So it works out really well, and I think, you know, this is definitely an order I think they'll potentially do for their final. It'll be interesting whether any of the other teams will be doing the same thing when we get to the final. Yeah, you see 2nd back to about 12th, really starting to scamper. Hannah Scully snuck out through 1 or 2 at the moment, so looking very covered. This is it. This is the scamper. This is where all the action is. Remember, it's all about qualification here in the semi-final of the inaugural mixed Taplin, isn't it? It's a great initiative by Surf Life Saving Australia, and that's what I love about the sport. They're willing to expand and try new events as well, which is great. And I know that the males and the females love this in particular, don't they, Courts? Yeah, absolutely. Imagine being the club that you took out the first one ever of this event. It'd be very, very special for not only the athletes being a part of that team, but also the club as a whole. And it's it's wonderful. It was very exciting actually yesterday being part of. We're trying to push our sport through the Olympics for 2032. So being a part of that, this is something that, our sport's just moving further and further ahead. So it's very exciting times. Oh, this is great. Talk about exciting. Hannah Scully's pulling away from Pierce Leonard in 2nd. And I'm going to hold him to that as well. So it is Northcliffe in 1. But what about this chase back? This is where all the action is. So you've got the coach, the legend, 2-time Australian Ironman champion Pierce Leonard, leading that chase back. Let him just dictate the race. He'll control the race from the front, get around the last clan. There he goes, and then start to go. Another great story. He's been right through the journey as a young nipper as well. Had him in the state team back in the late, or the early 1990s as well. So Pierce Leonard now goes around. Oh, he's just been overtaken on the inside as well. But it's all Northcliffe still out in front. It's really nice to see Pierce out there. It's all Wesberg actually out there as well. Hurst, he did the ski leg too. And that's the thing. Bonnie Hancock
Woodcock going around too.
Bonner's got, yeah, unfortunately, no. She was, and then she's actually got a break in her arm. So,
oh, no.
Yeah, so she had a little bit of a mishap, but no, she's doing really well, recovering really well from that, but we won't see her again. But as we can see, as you said, Ty, this is where it's all happening.
Yeah, plenty of action here now. Manly start to come to the fore. This is the second, third, fourth, fifth, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. And I can tell you one thing, 10 does not go into 8, ladies and gentlemen, as Manly now knows the urgency. But out in front, Hannah Scully, little bow peak over the shoulder, sees a little swill. Could be an armchair ride starting to come through here for Scully, working very hard. But here is the chase pack. They are up and they are about.
I know Hannah would be absolutely loving being out here in front, racing against the boys. And
she pulled over that course. All of a sudden, we expect to see a couple now, maybe come over this wave. We go, Scully doesn't get there again. All of a sudden, the advantage, they held up for the boys or the males as well at the back. So it will be a one-wave lead for Scully, but probably expected a bit more with a little bit of luck of the ocean.
We saw that in the under-17 Ironman just before. Everyone has to work very, very hard for these waves. You can't kind of sit back and just think you're going to get on it. And here we go at the moment. Looks like Coogin Headlands potentially are going to be caught up there from a few behind. But Harold is down there with all the action.
Hello, Harold. No, he's down here at the moment, but I tell you what, we've got all 16 just one wave behind at the moment. Northcliffe's about to change over, top 8 to figure. We are 50% of our way through this race now. There's a bit of congestion. Bevy going the option for the high five on the tag there. And look at this coming around that can now. Last one's there. Everyone is in there. All 16 back and underway. Let's rinse and repeat, reset, because we are underway for these last 3 legs of the mixed chaplain. So exciting, guys.
Yeah, exciting it is, Harold, and I love this. So Matt Bevilacqua, here we go. He's the hunted. He has 15 ladies on the chase of Matt Bevilacqua at the moment. He will be a little bit nervous because, you know, the quality of board paddlers in the mix here for the ladies as well. Could be potentially Singleton. I know Brody Trinker I can see in the mix there as well. Wouldn't be looking behind there, Bevy. I'll just be sort of head down and away you go at the moment. But it's a great race, isn't it? Halfway through, but once again, you look at positions 2 back to about 10 or 11. It's absolutely anyone's at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, Bevy, don't look behind at the moment because you've got a lot of girls frantically trying to catch up. And as you said, 10 doesn't go into 8. So trying to get that 8. We've got Ella Garrett out there and Brody Trinker as well. She's been paddling phenomenal. She just went a little bit to the south side over here. And I'm not too sure how well that's working for her at the moment, but we know she's such a strong paddler to catch up. And you see the other girls just on the south end. They look like they've just got a little bit more of that run of water, and that rip at Maroochydore has been there the whole titles as we've seen. So look at that, look at that on screen. It is just an Indian file of all these girls in a row.
It just shows the pace as well. When you look at the Tour de France and when that pace at the front really starts to go, it'll stretch the peloton out. And that's exactly what's happening here from that of second back to probably about 16th at the moment. As long as you stay in that pack, you still got that chance of picking up that swell. We might be at the back there. Is it Currumbin maybe just dropping off the pack a quarter cup I can see there at the moment. But out in front, it's Matt Bevilacqua at the moment. Nice and comfortable, in nice clean water, and that's a place where you want to be. Yeah,
he's definitely going to set his swimmers up coming through, which we'll see what order they go in. The swimmers out there are going to be Georgia Miller, and we've got Nick Sloman, who is going for his 5th.
Yeah, he missed it. It was a year of the COVID year, but it is that of the 5 in a row. Plus, he's taken out 5 ocean swims as well. Booked his spot for Paris coming up as well. So I love the way he goes about his racing, Nick Sloman. And you got to feel for Bailey Armstrong. You know, he's probably picked up that many place medals in terms of ocean swimming and surf races back to even 2017 to Oli Signorini when he picked up a silver as well. But Bailey Armstrong, obviously only one male can do the swim leg. They'll have a very strong B team as well, I assume, that of Northcliffe.
Yeah, absolutely. Their B team will be phenomenal. You'll have the likes of Naomi Scott in there as well as Harriet Brown. So that team will be very... As we can see at the moment, we do have Manly doing very well. We've got in there, we've got Maroochydore, the home club, and then Trigg Island have been right up there for this whole titles in every single age group, and that is the team of Baker, Flowers, Hunter, Jones, Negus, Shipway, Carr.
Yeah, you got to talk about Trigg, and yesterday, what about that highlight of the female board relay? And a big shout out to Mozzie. I actually was watching it on live stream myself, travelling back up the Sunshine Coast. And to Mozzie and all the team, I love seeing that. And the Trigg girls meant so much. But what about this? Waves on offer. All of a sudden, I think we've got a clean cut 8 at the moment. There's 7 there with Bevy out in front. That's 8. 2 legs to go. It's going to be tough for the back markers to come through.
That's always when you do that in the semis, when you see a wave come down and everyone's on, it's like going 1, 2, 3, 4, how many heads am I on? So these girls here, that's 7 with Bevy out in front being that 8th team. They'll be feeling pretty good at the moment because they'll give that distance. They put their swimmer now in a good spot.
You talk about swimmers, Georgia Miller. What about this? Handing over to Georgia Miller. Obviously 9 Aussie medals 2 years ago. Obviously couldn't compete last year due to injury, and so great to have G back, and what a great role model she is for the young ladies.
Absolutely, she's been doing so well already. I think winning that double ski with Danielle McKenzie was a really special one for both the girls in that. But yes, no, she's I think, having last year off and having that incident, which has been very, very scary for her, it's kind of a forced rest, a little bit like Ali Day, and sometimes athletes, they certainly not only, they heal and recover, but they even come up even better because having that forced rest, because we're on all the time and racing so much. So for G, she looks really good out there. She's going to be in that Open Ironwoman finals, talking to her yesterday, and she's just glad that semi-finals are the nerve-wracking one of the titles.
Yeah, most definitely. An opportunity to recover and repair as well. So there we go, Georgia G. Miller out in front at the moment. Tiani Massey, the pocket rocket from that, of the Black Swans and Richie has now made the move. That's her on the left-hand side. And very high cadence, but what a phenomenal season that she's had as well in terms of the pocket rocket, Tiani Massey.
Yeah, she's just in form at the moment. Watching her in the Ironwoman semi-final, she was incredible. She rolled this huge wave and came up with the goods. But Hara will get back to you on the beach.
All right, Dan here with Pierce Leonard. How important is it to have this event at a national level now?
Yeah, it's pretty special having the girls go with the guys in a taplin. It shows the strength of your club. So, first time got a bit of a late call up this morning, but anything to help the teammates out.
All right, so you've got a couple of legs to go. Who are the last two swimmers we've got out there?
We've got Bella out there at the moment, and then we've just got Josh Patterson to finish it off with the guys. So we're sitting around the qualifying. Hopefully they can get a bit of luck on their side and we can sneak through.
That's it. Aussie finals, what it's all about. Well, good to see you back competing fast again on the beach, mate.
Yeah, great job, Harold, and great job, Pierce Leonard. He's a great man, great human, doing a wonderful job there at the Fridays. They're tucked in 4th place at the moment, that of Southport, so doing a wonderful job. And you see what it means for clubs like Southport and all the clubs just to be in that final tomorrow, to make Sunday. I know for many, many years of racing it was all about a ticket. You want to be there in the finals, for yourself, of course, the irons, but the swims, but the team events of the mixed taplin. I believe tomorrow we're looking at this to be just for that of the iron finals, and then wrapping up with the gender taplins as well as a grand finale.
Absolutely, it is all about getting that ticket for Sunday, and unfortunately there's been many athletes over the last few days with the way the surf's been have actually missed out on a few of the finals, so it's going to be tough. I was speaking to a few of them over the last few days watching that Sunday, but also at the same time it does churn the fire in the belly for next year that you really want to be in that final. How tough it is, it doesn't matter if you're in the Australian titles, it's always going to be incredibly hard and very, very close.
Yeah, most definitely. It's Northcliffe now. We'll go around the last swim cans. Right, big move, Tiani Massey, massive move by Massey at the moment. Excuse the punt there, ladies and gentlemen, but Black Swans, they're up and about with the youth, and what a phenomenal finals day they had the youth last week. But it's Georgia Miller won. We'll see Tiani come into picture in screen in a moment coming round. She's actually now broken away from the rest of the chase pack, which is a big advantage for them to qualify through. I love the move of Sunshine Beach. They're seeing about 10, but some very good swimmers. I expect to see Gemma Smith swimming there well, making her presence felt at the moment. Wanda's in the mix there as well. We can see Wanda. Talk about Manly still being up there as well. The Fridays Southport still in the mix as well, but the big move we'll see starting to make their bottom of screen left-hand side, the red cap of Sunshine.
Yeah, Gemma Smith, well, she's been swimming so well at the moment. We can see how she's got the long arms out there, and she swam herself into making the final, and she was back out of that. I think she ran in about 12th or 13th, and Wes Berg was there calling her where to go, and she came in and made it nice and easy. So we know she's in form at the moment, and also Electra Altram in there. We've seen she's been going this year too, so some very, very strong competitors throughout this whole mixed taplin.
Yeah, some really good youth coming through too. They had some great performances from Neve Arthur and obviously the Berg girls coming through as well, which is great to see. But here's the move now. So 1 and 2 are nice and clear. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's 9. So 9 in picture at the moment. 8 spots to make the final. 1 swim lead to go after this one. I'd love to see Trig up in the mix as well to qualify through. They do it best in the West and doing a wonderful job over there with their surf sports, just like all the states. I get the opportunity to get around and see the states, and a big shout out to all the surf sports right around from Tassie, Vic, obviously we know New South Wales and Queensland, but South Australia, WA, and even we've got some great North as well. So here we go, Georgia Miller, bottom screen, picks up a nice broken wave, hardest thing to do in surf life saving. I don't think she got there. All of a sudden that now opens up for the back markers, and is there a set on play? There's Georgia at the moment. isn't it, to try and pick up a broken wave. But look at this G working very hard.
It certainly is. You just got to try and milk every single little wave. And as we just spoke about that, here with Gemma coming down that for Sunshine. There we go.
You've got to feel for Tiani Massey. She put so much hard work in there and has now just been spat out the back. But probably enough to qualify, but great body surfing. I'll tell you what, skills pay the bills. And all of a sudden, we expect to see Georgia Miller probably come into screen very shortly as well as these back markers. There she is now, Georgia Miller up. But that lead has now been reduced. Yeah,
it certainly has. Georgia, unfortunately, didn't get a wave there, but it won't watch because she'll go in to be tagged. So not a bad person to tag out in front there. And after that, we just see the girls, but yeah, Tiani Massey.
Wanda, I think it might be a Wanda Cup I see coming through, or maybe that a Manly. So we'll pick up a little bit of blue of the Mites of New South Wales coming through. There's Tiani coming through. So there's, we got second, 2 and 3, 4 and 5. So there's the Wanda. Great swim from Wanda there as well, along with Manly. So we'll pick up that for Wanda. It could be potentially India Holbert there having a phenomenal swim for that of Wanda. Gemma Smith-Welsh comes, Tiani Massey in the mix as well. But that wave sort of mixed things up a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely did. I was just looking at a few of the names before with the teams. There's some really young kids, under 17s and 19s coming through. As you look at the North Burleigh team, a lot of those competitors there are only under 17. So for them to be right up and just being tagged fifth there, they are doing very, very well. And see Southport, Pierce Leonard getting the call up nice and late. That's a good effort from him. Yeah, that's young Paddo from that of Southport. You can see Paul was in there as well. He's a young fella, but from a very proud surf life saving family all the way back to that of Wollongong with Dad as well. So I know Dad's sort of a young boy up here. I think he's studying at University too in Queensland. But there's Allura. So we need a big swim from Allura. I think sitting probably in that red zone of 9th or 10th there at the moment. So big swim from Allura to get in that top 8 and qualify through for Sunday. Yeah, absolutely. And while this semi-final number 2 is out and happening, semi-final number 1 is in another water area. Seacliff teams in that one as well. As Alex said, Bull Eyes having a go at that as well. Good to see them out there. We've also got another Burleigh Headlands. It's got Carberry, Fletcher, O'Sullivan, Raywood, Slaven and Tame. Very, very strong. Swansea Belmont. They've got Caitlin Rees, who just won the under-17 Ironwoman, so she'll be there. Terrigal. We've seen Terrigal doing so well. Surfers Paradise will be very strong. North, Bondi, as well as we've been. A Newport team, Brooks, Maggs, Locke, Smith, Trim, Wellborn. There's some great names there. Wow. Sorrento have been doing well, and Mermaid Beach. So plenty happening in that other water area for the semi-final number 1. What I love as well, all the colours of the rainbow. So many clubs being represented, and it typifies the depth and the strength of surf life saving right around our beautiful country. And also with that, with the youth last week, so many great young little clubs. Blackhead as an example. Down in New South Wales, picked up a silver medal board relay. Pacific on the surf life saving club, just neighbouring club to where you coach at Talabudra. They had 6 competitors here. They pick up a silver medal and a board rescue. So every club tells a story, every athlete tells a story, and every Aussie tells a story. This one in particular, the mixed tuplin, it is the last leg. 8 is the magic number. Northcliffe in front. This is 2, 3, 4 lined up there. So 2 to 5 at the moment. Wanda leading that pack. Manly tucked it behind. Sunshine. I'm not sure if that's Dylan Wilson backing up either. I'm not sure if he had to back up as a young swimmer. Might check well. And those 5 looking comfortable. Look at Sloman. An A exemplar of surf swimming. You look it up in Google that one. Nick Sloman will come straight up. Yeah, that is very true. He looks so beautiful in the water. He's nice and high, so really nice and buoyant on the water there. And like Kai Hurst, just having that buoyancy and just makes swimming look so easy. And he's just got his kick nice and low at the moment because being the semi-final, he can rest out those legs for the final. Coming up not too far away, but he's got a little bit, there you go, and that's I think today what we're going to see. Even if you don't get the wave, if you can just milk as many metres as you can. Yeah, get a nice little lift. Had to check out the Aussie 2K Open Water Swim. What a great race that was last Sunday down at Mooloolaba. 75 to 80 kilometres a week he swims. 75 to, I said, mate, I don't drive up. And there he is, Sloman, not only a phenomenal swimmer, but a full set. He actually picked up, I think it was a 3rd of state Ironman title as a young under 7 years ago for the Noosa Club. So he's been around life-saving for many, many years. And look at this exhibition. And as we spoke about, 75 to 80 kilometres of swimming is phenomenal. Just went to Arizona on an altitude camp. I'll be preparing for that of the Olympics coming up very shortly. But Nick Sloman, it's an absolute privilege, mate, for you to be here and for us to see what you can display. Here we go, waves on offer. Magic number here as well, Courts. Oh, wow. I think if you can definitely get a body surf surfing wave today, you're going to absolutely make some meters up wherever you are. Sunshine just dropping off the back there. We've got Wanda also in there as well. We've got Manly. It could be North Burleigh, so all those teams will be making it comfortably through to the final.
How good was that drone shot? As they all come down, four on top, it gives an indication of, one, maintain that body speed, but also trying to get out in front of that wave. And unfortunately, Sunshine just couldn't. So they'll go through. There's your top 5. Now we go to the back. You see the wave 6, 7, and 8. I believe there's our top 8 wave coming through now. You hold that wave, those 3 on that wave there. That will be our top 8 qualifiers coming through for the inaugural Taplin. And what an event that one is, the Open Mixed Taplin Relay. As they're coming through and about the moment. Sunshine, Black Swans and Richard Orr, Wanda Comfortable, Hayden Cotter, talking about us. And there's the 5 coming through now. Great mix of colour, great mix of states as well. They look comfortable, don't they, across the line?
Yeah, Hayden Cotter's already taking his cap off halfway through to the end there, so he's very comfortable. But the athletes today, they have been, here we go.
He's done it. You see Pierce Leonard down there. Congratulations, Southport. You are in the final at the Open Mixed Taplin Relay. And big move, Riley Rasmussen. Massive swim from North Burleigh. He's under 17. He's just come out of the water for the under 17 Ironman final. Trig, well, did they make it? I've got to check the numbers. I think they've qualified through Southport. I didn't realise we had a couple in front, but North Burleigh, another great story with the youth coming through there. Riley Rasmussen, the team there. Congratulations, and young Pato. We'll check the numbers and see how they finish as the number crunch comes through in Southport, position 8.
Yeah, wow, that was incredible. We just see so many young. The North Burleigh team, have a look at it. They are all incredibly young.
They are, yeah. So you got Dan Bowker, ski paddler there with Bowker as well, and probably potentially Green. The females there coming through as well. Rasmussen, Green, Bush as well. But let's go down the sand with Harold.
All right, so Nick, Chuck Edition Thursday, completely different to what we're looking at today, chalk and cheese, but a nice warm-up to get through to the final coming up.
Thank God sort of answered my prayers. I was struggling at the start of this week, like with the waves and the changing conditions, especially from high to low tide. So today is definitely a good change-up for me. So hopefully we can put in a good result this afternoon for Northcliffe.
Nice, that'll do us. Rest up. We'll see you prominently on screen over the next Northcliffe taking out semi-final number 2.
Yeah, great. Just some of the highlights, and I love how he goes about his business Nick Sloan. He's just a cool cucumber, isn't he? Just very casual in ways of approach, but switch on when he races. But ski league first, so 6-1 opted for a male ski putt up first their courts as well.
Smart decision, just to have a really strong start and get going, because we know how hard it is through ski. So fastest paddler off first, and here we saw that nice little wave that's really making the difference today. Yeah,
Oscar sort of did a lot of hard work out in front. Luck as well when Oscar come through, but joined, and wave coming through as well. So from went from the female ski Stamper Authority, the DMAC from Northcliffe coming to the fore. They could really send DMAC off first, couldn't they? I would be nervous. I'll be very nervous. I see Hannah Scully. She absolutely, she's been paddling so well. She's on form at the moment. Unfortunately, Hannah Scully actually missed the final of the open board. She lost her board in that big swell there, so sadly we won't see her there, but she will be in the open female ski final, which is really good. But we're just going through the program. That was the chase there. The chase pack we had here, Pierce Leonard coming through second. So it was Hannah Scully by the chase. Leonard, all the crew coming through at the moment. And once again, the waves played a huge part. So look at the waves coming through here, and it was the through at the moment, and in the mix, good little body surf, but just then fell off that wave. But Georgia Miller, what a quality team they have, and I think going into tomorrow, they'll be one of the favourite teams coming to tomorrow courts. They definitely will be. I have to throw the definitely be, I'd say, also a very hard team to pick, but we'll have a look at that final list in a second and let you know who's made it. And well, here we go. We actually have the final up now, and it's Sunshine, Beach, Manly, Southport, North Burleigh, Wanda Island, we've got to wait for the rest of the team as well. That's only half of it there that we've seen. Still coming through, yeah. Still coming through, not too far away. And picked up an armchair ride, but this one here, what about the drone shots? Great footage, and a big shout out to our camera crew as well. Fortunately, to see Sunshine. So Sunshine was spat out, but the body surfing of that, the Wanda, along with that Manly as well. And I tell you what, we've got schools on the play, and we've got great personalities down with you, Harold.
So 4 under 7s qualified. Must be pretty proud at the moment.
Oh, mate, super proud. I was just saying to the girls here, we should be very proud of themselves. To be here with the team is a huge bonus for us, and I was just saying on our rebuilding of our stage of it, and to get to a final with 4 under 17s is huge.
How important is it to have these trailblazers as such, like the young girls, but the leaders within the club, that they help push you through to that next level?
Oh, it's hugely important. They probably don't realise that they are those trailblazers yet. I'm trying to explain to them they are, and look, we've got a heap of young girls that are following in their footsteps who do look up to them. Hopefully they realise it, because it should empower them to just keep doing what they're doing.
All right, we're going to go down the line, girls. What's the most fun thing you enjoy about training with Mike?
Oh, it just always inspires us and keeps pushing us at training to become the best of the best.
And rocking up the training each and every day with your best friends must be pretty cool.
An amazing squad of girls, and we're all so supportive of this group, and yeah, we love pushing each other at training.
North Burleigh, the nippers over the last few years. Are you feeling the pressure, or are you just enjoying the momentum and the ride, and getting into these big open events, being amongst the best athletes in Australia?
Oh, well, there is always a bit of pressure to do well, but it's a lot of fun. It's a good experience, and I mean, it's just when we get older, the older years.
So good. And do you have a TikTok account or a club account that everyone needs to follow on their socials?
We're used to in like under 12s, and then it kind of expired.
We've got Instagram, North Burleigh Seniors. Go follow.
Like and follow. Lovely North Burleigh ladies and coach Mike Murray. So good. How good is it? I love it. The rebuild on the up and up.
Yeah, great job, Harold. And I know I'm very close to from living in that area. And definition of surf sports passion, Mike Murray. I tell you what, he'll be there. Front. The girls well, and the top there was Riley Meyer. They competed in the Masters, did very, very well during the week as well. And also the other young girl, Sienna Bush. Now, I tell you a story. She's got out of the under-17 Ironwoman Championship. She won the Queensland State Championship in the under-17 Iron person. But she also, in between state and here of Aussie, she's been away representing Australia at the World Cross Country. And I think she finished in fourth thereabouts. But phenomenal athlete. She's Australian champion in distance running, Australian champion as well. Been the World Championships, State Ironwoman Championship. And the quality they have coming through, and they mentioned about their juniors, they've won back-to-back junior state titles in Queensland as well. And that goes to the guidance. The athletes are there, but the guidance of Mike Murray, Jeremy Cotter. I know all the great ones coming through. Bruce Taylor's in the mix there, led by David Rose, past Olympian as the president. The ladies as well, Nicole Locke, ex-Moffat, there as well, doing great guidance in the future of the young athletes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love how with North Burleigh, the families, they stay involved generation after generation, and make sure you follow, was it North Burleigh Seniors? I love that. I love the little shout out there for the Instagram pages. And it is really cool. It's probably generally most of the girls that are actually making the Instagram pages from every club. We've seen, obviously, Norfolk with the Gone, Service Paradise have done it, also the Terrigal, Newport. So it's very cool, and I'm loving seeing that.
All right, coming up, we've got ski, looks like under-17 single ski quarterfinals lining up. And obviously a lot of these boys, you can see Pickering there in the Centenary Cup of the Alex Cup of the yellow with black has just come out of the Iron final. He was on that lead wave, so close to winning an Aussie championship, an Aussie Ironman as well. So lining up now, first year for a lot of these, well, probably it's a 2-year age group, so probably second year for a lot of these young men in terms of skis, but some phenomenal ski paddlers in this age group as well.
Yeah, there is. Sometimes when we're watching, I get confused to see whether it's the 17s or the Opens. They're so fast, and at the moment in the sport, everyone's starting ski paddling a lot younger as well, that kind of 14, 15. I remember when I started paddling a ski, it was not until I was about 17. So it's certainly changed, and I'm just loving to seeing where the ski paddling's going at the moment.
So the under-17... the under-17 male ski at the moment, and there's some great athletes in there, particularly for Charlie Cornwall from Portsea. Now, we don't see that cap very often, the red cap with the white stripes of Portsea. Also with the 17s, Will Riddington's in there as well. They picked up the ski relay as well. The name Riddington, you talk about Manly Lifesaving Club, look out for him as well. Rasmussen, Macy are there as well. But we'll come back to that at the 17 skis in a moment. Let's head down now for a final. It is the Under-19 Surf Team Final Championship of Australia, and this is one pretty close to your heart as well, of course, being numerous Australian surf race champion. Yeah,
definitely a part of this for certainly a few years. I think about 13 was, I was very lucky to be with Northcliffe there, and we managed to get about 13 gold medals, which was amazing. And over that 13 years, I think the really special part was there was so many women that I got to experience that with. You know, I went back to Crystal Smith, Christy Cameron, and then later years, obviously, with, you know, the likes of Harriet Brown and George Miller. And Amy, I didn't actually get to race with Amy Scott, but it's just been a wonderful history. And it is certainly, I have to say, a tough relay. You don't actually get to, I always say, can't cheer your teammates on because you're out there hurting with them at the same time, but it's certainly tactical with the way you line up and also helping your teammates out there when you're swimming.
Tactics in a moment, because that's a good point to raise there in terms of surf teams, but this is big. So for those who are with us on that of SBS on demand, also with that of Facebook and YouTube, a big welcome. It is day 8 of the Aussies, the Australian Surf Life Saving Championships. They should rather tomorrow with our Super Sunday as well on that of Maroochydore Beach of the Sunshine Coast. And coming up now, the under-19 female surf teams final, followed by the under-17 surf teams final, followed by that the surf team female final as well, Championship of Australia. Talk about surf teams. So for those watching and tuning in, a big hello and welcome. 4 swimmers. It's all about calculating the points of your 4 swimmers on how they finish. You finish number 1. Position 1, you get 1 point. You finish 10, you get 10 points. You add up your 4 competitors, your points. If it is equal points, and it happened last week in a few races, the youth as well, and then is the first team that has finished on, let's say, 36 points each. The first team that has completed as a whole team will then pick out the results. Decision time, tactics, where do you put your swimmers?
It's definitely, so tactical. It's I was just saying, it's a very nervous await when you finish, but the way the teams that I was a part of, what we used to do, so you have your strong swimmers, put them in the worst position. So if you've got an area that doesn't have the rip as strong, and they're quite a strong runner as well, so usually if you're a strong swimmer and an iron woman, put them in, I guess, the disadvantaged spot because they can always run around the pack and grab into that rip. So that was the kind of way we did it. And if you have an open water swimmer that might be out there that doesn't run as much, make sure you put them in the easier run out section. So that's the way I would go. Yeah,
I totally agree. There's so many different elements to look at, and you play to your strengths of your team. So if you've got someone who starts really well, you don't put them in the middle because they'll stay away from barging. If you've got someone who's more of a pool swimmer, not used to that competitive, of body's arms, you put them on one of the end positions. So much at stake, so much at the conditions of the surf. If there's a strong sweep, like you spoke about, you probably put you in the most place because you know they can swim their way around. So this is great. It is the under surf teams female champion Australia. It's a stake, and it's a team event that they love, don't they? It's not about number 1, it's about your 2, 3 and 4 as well.
Yeah, it's certainly. I was always say about the surf teams. For some reason, this is, I reckon, the most argy-bargy race of the whole lot. You get to the open final of the swim, and it is well, but some teams, I think everyone lives a bit.
I'll tell you what it is.
What is
Every
it?
position counts.
Yes.
That is revved up, saying every position counts. So going around the cans, you cast a little bit. You want to hold your line, hold your position, coming on the wave, going up the beach. Position count. And this is great. They're ready to go. Ready to under 19 champion Australia and field as well. Now I can see some 17s. That's Pippi DePania on from Newport on the left-hand side. So right next to Jasmine. She's dancing around there as well. But all of a sudden, there's some others up here as well teams.
Yeah, the likes of Pippi DePena, she has a massive program, this Australian titles, and she's been doing very, very backing it up. But through the teams out there, have been so strong. We have Southport, that is Southport, South Australia out there, Northcliffe A, we've got Bailey and them very strong, Clifton Beach, I'm loving being every single Maroochydore going to be tough to beat. And we've got Burley Heads in there, that was the 2 Raywoods in there, so very exciting they get to race with their sister. Newport A will be very tough, and we just give you clues. Doyle Lock, Bernie out there from Tassie, that is incredible.
Yeah, can I have a huge shout out to obviously that of the Clifton Beach, to that of Bernie, and also Southport, South Australia. So Tasmania Clubs, South Australia. So great to see on that of SBS on demand or that of Facebook. This is under 19 female championship of Australia up and about.
And yeah, just names. I think it definitely is. I guess we have to think about it with the Tassie teams in Victoria and South Australia. It is harder to train. We really have to put it out there. You know, I was talking to one of the Tassie girls yesterday, and she was just saying how beautiful it is to be here with the water. But yeah, Tasmania.
Like a spa bath, wouldn't it?
We did say that. I said, is it wetting out there as a spa? Actually, a little bit. So for Tasmania, amazing to be here. But we're set for a start, and here we go.
Yeah, good to see some on the far bottom screen. They go right now. They see something up there like a potential hole or a little bit of a rip pocket. Now we know Maroochydores, very well known bank hole banks along their beach. So away we go. I think the swimmers are really poor here at the moment. Some great swimmers in particular. Look at the strength of that of the other 19s of Alex and fifth. I expect to see probably a few of the girls in town. I know in particular we've got the Bailey girls in there. McDonald and Shotter as well, Tara Shotter. So I think coming this race, the North favourite in terms of this under 19 age.
Yeah, they've got an extremely good team out there, absolutely. We look out in front, we do see Northcliffe could be Bailey, and also I'd say that would be Kimberly Doyle there as well, looking very, very strong. But I can understand why the girls went off to the south. We'll see if it works. So it has been that rush out of water at Maroochydore. It's generally, if we speak to the locals, they'll know better. There's always a rush of water out there, and we've been seeing that through the titles that a lot of people have run. They're at them looking at the goods at the moment. Raywood, Jasmine Raywood, one of them, we'll say Bianca out in front there.
Good. Obviously, Bianca's under 17, up against older sister Jazzy as well. So you can see Burley stuck in their teams with 17 to the moment. It's Burley leading the way, dictating out in front. That strike could potentially, I'm not sure if it was that of Bianca, but tucked in there. From Newport we spoke about. Now we'll find we'll have a few more waves starting to come to play. We've just come past that of high tide, low tide around 11. So the tide will start to drop, more waves will always break the ocean, and you can see at the moment it's all about the numbers game, it's all about position.
There's some that we should really good angles to be looking at. So out Anchor Ray, which she has to look, you see her looking up a water polo, and she's doing that is because it's actually swim is so long today. Further, the sun's out shining, so got the pressure on her to correct course where she's going. Not only that, she's the Australian 200, but we know that's the hardest of the lot. So we know she's strong and very, very fit. But Northcliffe not too far behind her.
Yeah, she's phenomenal family to the Raywood family. Eyes of Bianca Raywood that come up to spot the cans as she comes, but positions, and we talk about every position count. We've got a mix there, probably 10 to about 20 or 30 as well. They should play their part at the moment, but the opportunity for Raywood to get around clean water will be in the context of a surf team's race.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I'm just looking through these names, these girls, we've got someone like Sarah Locke, she opens, and it's incredible what these girls, and we know she steps up in the opens as well. So just their program that they've had throughout these titles, how fit these athletes are, I cannot doubt it enough. Back-to-back racing, I know Pippi DePena and the Raywoods, they just, as an example, they'd be up to, I reckon, 35, 40 times around the cans at the moment, second last.
Yeah, that's Sarah Locke making an inside. She's a little bit smaller in stature, but huge Sarah Locke as well, had a phenomenal the summer of surf racing as well. And this is good. Good battle at the moment. It's a team of their four swimmers, those out in front. But it's Newport, we hold North. Every position the team's event. And what I love is when they finish, it's the number crunch. They all get out. You got all the parents doing their number crunch, and numeracy never takes a holiday either. So we'll pick them up. Let's see if Jasmine. I'll say that she's still that. I'd probably say potentially in front behind that is. Then we go back to that of Northcliffe as well in the mix. Northcliffe probably 2 and 4 at the moment, but look how much they're spread out. And look at the waves, top of screen, a huge part of the context and end of this race.
Yeah, definitely. And you could have Bianca and taking turns. Someone take it, take it. And then I used to do that with Crystal Smith, actually. It'd be like, if you lead the front, and then I can lead coming in. So there's really a lot of there, but yeah, certainly Raywood working very, very hard there with Bianca Raywood not too far behind. And then we also have, I think it'd be, to Bailey, old from Northcliffe there doing very well. Here we go, look at this drone shot. That's you can see just how hectic it is in this surf teams.
Yeah, we see all the caps, and you look for a number of caps in particular. I think we've got 2 teams from that of North Sudden. We're looking at the A's and B's. So we know the depth. They could, these swimmers could potentially be in that top 4 as well. Waves, little waves. All of a sudden, May opportunity for double up. Come in here. If we bring the legs in here for that of Burley, May come over the Burley, and then Jazzy Raywood has come straight over the top of that audit. They've fallen off the left-hand side boards, but not mine. Maybe for 2 and 3 at the moment, but it's out the back, and the waves that may be offered for these back.
Yeah, absolutely. This could give Kimberly Doyle. She was just sitting there in second. She would have just missed that one that Jasmine Raywood got on. But she's just really desperately trying to get through this middle section because Jazzy Raywood out in front. She's just milking. Can't necessarily get them the whole back markers tie coming through again. It's not taking certainly a whole lot forward.
Yeah, I see. We spoke to Paul, but also that bottom of screen as well has a little bit of higher cadence. Great, another one from Burley Northcliffe there. And potentially for that top 10. Look at the scamper now because they conditions are stuff to take out this under 19 female surf team. It'll be Burley that will stand one. Up and about there. So that's Burley in 1. Bank 1 point.
That is, yeah. And now, as you said, this is where they do the count. And excuse me, that could have actually been Sarah Lock. It's either Kimberly Doyle or Sarah Lock from that Newport there. I did see a few Newport hats going around there. So potentially up the front we have Burley, Northcliffe and Newport that look like the caps that are going to run at the moment.
There's your Northcliffe probably banking to, all of a sudden I was going to bank sort of a top 3 or 4. But here comes another one from Burley. They would. They're put in. Crunch now. Looks like that'll be Bianca Raywood crossing. So what Sister can do behind. Another Cara in there as well. North in the mix as well. Potentially 3 North out of 4.
Oh, wow. I'm just looking coming in at the
Clues.
moment there.
Give it a Pania. Newport. 4. Maybe one more for Newport. There coming across as well. Alex in the mix. Another Northcliffe. I think we've got put in at the moment.
I would like to be. That would be difficult. They're definitely going to have to watch that replay. So we might be waiting a little while, everyone, to get results. Just 10 to 12 girls coming all at the same time. But we saw Newport came right up in there. Northcliffe, I think with Burley, with the Raywood girls, we might have had one of them in that group. So depending on what number she gets, it's going to be very, very tough. But I think medals could potentially be out of Northcliffe and that coming through.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we can get a close lined up. We can Hancock down the cow.
Don't judge us. We'll do it.
And it's pick them up as they come through. So these are the minor places coming through at the moment. But I'll be between that of Northcliffe, Newport, Burley. Now the big advantage banking at number 1, Jasmine Raywood for Burley. And if they pan across the left, we'll just see if there we can see Northcliffe in there as well. Good swim from a couple of Kara competitors as well in the mix there as well. Now, usually a lot of their first swim, and that gives it an indication to me. You need to be, if not the first line, very tight second line.
Definitely.
So there's on that first line. I would say for Northcliffe, I can see right hand side Olivia Clues, Sarah Lock, and I believe Doyle might be in the mix there as well for their 4. So I think at the moment, the advantage Newport in terms of number, under 17. Tribute to Panny and Livy Clues, just coming out down to 17 female. Try to race down to 19s as well. This is really good. We'll get an up-to-you posted on the female surf teams championships, and it lived up to every expectation. The Aussies, how good is it? Day 8, up and about.
Day 8, yeah. You wonder how they'll be feeling about that. They know the gold medals are up on offer, and I think just spoke about Olivia Clues, 17. Title for this today, and that was meant to be the day before, but they ended up about yesterday. Came through the goods and won that, but 15-year-olds are jumping up and doing the under-19s. It's incredible, and it just shows the talent in our sport. So we've got Harold is there. Let's see how he goes with doing the number.
It's a little bit of goodwill hunting, a bit of Rain Man, trying to figure out a bit of beautiful mind, Russell Crowe, to get the numbers together. Jazz is obviously number 1 at the moment. Tough conditions. Always coming in, you came through shades of in the commentary box. at Curra a couple of years ago, looking really good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. It was a bit scary. My rash actually opened up, so it was like a parachute holding me back, but I just knew I had to my team and points.
That's a little bit you are. So even with the parachute, you are still the best. Give me a little wry smile as Pippi and Liv came across. Have you counted your points yet?
Look, I don't want to say anything too soon, but I think we got the win. I think, yeah. I'm very happy with how we all are in the first line.
Really solid swim. Sarah, a couple down. What's on the for you guys today?
Board rescues, Bell, open swim team actually straight after this. The girls holding up for the under as well, and then home rescue later in the day.
Supreme Fitness heard it first. You didn't call it, but kind of wait for the numbers to come through. As a once starts, the rolling in.
Thanks, Harold, and well done to the ladies as well. Jasmine Raywood. But let's look at the highlights of the surf team. See somebody that's top of screen at the moment, but all the action was pretty much front and centre. Jasmine Raywood, courts, very dictatorially the race and managed to hold that all the way to the finish line.
Yeah, I love how Jazzy Raywood has the lead out there, didn't she? Still better than come through, but yeah, very tactical to do that. I'm not too sure how much the south side worked, but I don't think it too much. In there, this is just how I guess we're saying argy there. All the girls seem to, I think, got well. No one, not too pulling and shut. Yeah, Newport, as we saw, they were right up the front.
Yeah, they did well. And just looking around the cans, potentially that could be Olivia Clue sitting back in about 15. So she had a massive or back end. That's the skill set and the experience to great swim, because it's all about the teams. It was team one. Bank Newport results. Obviously, you had Doyle, Blues, and Pippi de Pania, 2 under 17 with the 19s as well. We're waiting for finalisation of those results to come through. And Jussie crossed the line. She's already booked herself 6 for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, she's definitely got a big day, but we know that she can go back to back, and it's just all about managing that recovery. And I was speaking to her mum. She just really gets it done. And she's got a really great nature. She's, Mary's having a little dance. So having that, I guess, being relaxed before races definitely helps schedule like that one.
So joining us, we have now the skis colour indication. Under 17 female surf teams, Championship of Australia coming up shortly as well. We've got the qualifying rounds of the 17, 19s and open skis coming. So plenty of action, plenty of qualifying coming through, and plenty of finals with more Australian today.
Massive days, and we've got Super Sunday, we've got Super Saturday today as well. So we're looking through on screen there, throwing it back to the skis, and the skis have just been phenomenal this whole cup, this Australian. And as we've seen the surf keep on changing at the moment, and we've got the under 17 males for their first quarterfinal on screen at the moment.
Yeah, this is good. We spoke about quarter 8 is the magic number. It's all about qualifying through and getting through, because you want to stay live. You want to be in the semi-finals, finals for these 70s as well. So we'll go from that to quarterfinals. And look at these great drone shots here, the beautiful Sunshine Coast of Queensland. Where else would you rather be? Let's have a look now. Quarterfinal number 1. And this is a quality field. And far left-hand side will pick up at the moment from that of the Swansea Belmont Club. We talk about ski paddling fraternity through that of the Swansea Belmont. Many, many years and decades, not years, decades of ski paddling. And we can stand up here at the moment. Murphy, Cairns from Papamoa, all the way up as well. Manly, Redhead, Brighton, South Australia. That's the red and white cup. You can see on the right hand side, Redhead at the moment. The importance to get bumps in seats and blades flying, leading around these cans, don't you, with these waves on offer to qualify.
Definitely do, especially with the skis. As we were going there before, you spoke about Olivia Newcombe 15th, and she did catch up in that top 10. The skis, it's so much harder to find, as we can see, a competitor back there. It's to get past these massive skis, it takes a long time, and it's actually impossible to do. So if you can get out, as you said, bums in seat, and get into the quarterfinal in Australian tiles, and you don't want to muck around.
It could be Thomas Hall for Swansea Belmont. Swansea just spoke about the strength of their ski paddling. 3 in this quarter final, and they're 1-2 at the moment. Manly tucked in there as well. Head. So 3 of the top 4 are from the Hunter branch of New South Wales. It just shows that the strength. And you talk about the history of the great, through there, and ski paddler fraternity as well. A strong history in surf ice over the Hunter branch.
Yeah, I do. It's for many years. Even when I was back racing very young, it was so strong. And you can see
here comes my boy.
Yeah.
Here from Portsea. Looks like Charlie Cornwall making a move up there as well. Very good. But it's him in third at the moment. And what a great story. I'm sure from a team perspective here for Portsea, they don't have a hand look. And you talk about Portsea. Whenever mentions the word Portsea to me, I think big seas. I think big seas, big life-saving down there. I'm going to follow his journey as he goes round as well. So it's a 1-2 punch at the moment, Swansea Belmont. But Paul, young boy of stuck in third.
Yeah, I love how Portsea. Oh, that's not just a racer, and I love his ski. He's definitely gone for the club stands out with that. And yeah, I was talking to the Portsea crew the other day, and they all look very excited to be here, and they're definitely used to that. He'd probably be a little bit bigger, but that's okay. He's certainly got a lot of wind and runners on offer at the moment. And the boys coming around, and remember, we are taking that, just checking in.
8 would be the magic number. Yep, 8 would be the magic number. And Belmont, Portsea makes his move, negotiate ability to come in the red zone at the moment of 7, 8, 9, and 10. The picking ability to roll is that we got 2 things in one direction, and the wind. So how do you go? Do you tuck it back, or you run with a swell? What would you do?
Yeah, sometimes certainly paddling into the wind, you can try and stretch. Sometimes you can get earlier than what you think, just to like really grit and certainly coming in your forearms hurt a little while grinding through. But I have to mention, you've got the Swansea Belmont there. Rivalry, a little bit of competition always going on with those 2 clubs. They're neighbours.
Very similar neighbouring clubs. I'd say neighbouring clubs. Swansea keep this semi-final. Big move from that Manly there. Could just trying to pick up. There was 2 there. Jack, I should say, would be Keaton and Manly. Angus coming through. Let's pick up the numbers. There's 6. 2 on the lead wave, 4 on the next wave as well. And there's nothing wrong with a bit of banter between neighbouring clubs. And race day, bit of get on well and after as well, because they're doing it for their branch as well as their state.
Good for the soul, isn't it? Having that little bit of rivalry, you love it. They all love each other.
Here we go, crunch time. We picked up those that come through. So, there's out there. Well, there we have 5. 3 now. 3 spots remain to go through the final. All at stake. All moment. Surge. Big surge. Remain. Hard to judge just from the flag positioning coming through at the moment. Potentially New Zealand may. So much to see. Sereno, I think, was in the mix, so that tail end coming through as well. Great. We'll pick them up as they come through. We know Swansea Belmont have locked their spots. We know that of Cornwall. Also Manly. We'll have 1 or 2 officials doing the Surf Life Saving Australian Championships. Use technology to go back and cross-check. And then it's the body language, the uncertainty between certain competitors here there. Some will be super qualified, the head, the back, and saying today's not my in the air, not sure. Scratch all the language as well.
It's Australian time emotions that you experience. You've got heartbreak, you've got, and it's just really. But we've got the official result coming in now.
Yeah, we know we're locked in. Scoot, we know, and Sam Murphy, the 1-2 punch from the Swansea boys. Well done, and what a performance. I think it was the 19 board relay yesterday as well. Timmy Foran does a wonderful job coaching a lot of the other board pullers. Yeah, what a mean team event, just like those individual skis as well. So Ray will go through in 1, Murphy in 2, Cornwall 3. So they've secured their positions. We're getting up 6, 7, 8 at the moment. Coming out now. Heat 3. Our Australian Ironman champion for Alexander here as well.
Yeah, well, he'll certainly be wanting to get in and rip in and get. This is really where everyone gets nervous for finally the quarters, and also go backing up. Is that our Australian Ironman champion?
How do you go in that Let's go about 30 minutes ago, Courts. He just won the Australian Ironman title on the 17. The adrenaline will be buzzing. Out of reset before many times. What do you need to reset mentally, but also physically?
All about your warmly. Would have had to out and get into that, as you can see. A few competitors doing a little swim, down, a little swim, that lactic acid, and also fueling up to get ready for the ski.
Bottom of the screen, great story. Port Nalunga, that's cool. Colour from South Australia. Porteous next to him and Fisher, the two boys from Wanda. A little bit of luck at the moment, but for me, all the move here is all in the Riddington. Talk about Manly Lifesaving Club. You talk and this young confidence is a wonderful thing. Obviously, took out that of the single ski. The ski relay yesterday in the age boys are up and about.
They are, aren't they? Look at that, and there's just those waves at the moment picking up a little bit, and that's what's meant to happen. Forecast to be picking up all day for Super Sunday tomorrow, but as you just see that wave, how much the field is out just from that one wave.
Yeah, it is, and that's the ability to your first 50 metres, and we'll pick up the run out too. Get on and get going. And look at this, you see Manly Riddington up and over. But the lung, might have been the commentator's curse, but he's got a little bit of the mullah, the mulay out the back as well. A phenomenal job. But it's Riddington, and as we say, confidence is a wonderful thing. Like the man they took out of the under-17 ski relay, Russell Riddington and Ron Smith have opened. Confidence is good, isn't it? Banking that yesterday, you know what? Us in our age group perform as an individual.
Yeah, you not only have that confidence, but also that everyone's on a high, everyone feels, and that's with the Australian titles. What is really hard on the other side of things, if you have a disappointing result early in the titles, you really got back up to talk about those emotions. So it's really taking race by race and letting it, I guess, kind of leaving it beside. Okay, every race is different. Let's get the next one.
And, it typifies that the Burleigh boys. The one Burleigh open male is in. However, they come there yesterday. So, resetting also physically, and here we go now. It's Riddington in one. Good move from that of Alex as well. We'll pick that up. Probably back from there. Road. I know Jamo Porter, phenomenal ski fraternity. Imagine turning up a ski track. She's not there this. See the big dream, but Ali Bull, train with Ali Bull. What about that?
Oh, it'd be phenomenal. We've got so many incredible ski. We've had a fair few who've made the Olympics. We got Alice, who's been, I guess, our most successful kayak paddler. So it's amazing history there. But yeah, really stretching out at the moment and making the most. And at the back, we've got a few of the back runners there coming through to try and get into that top 10.
It's a magic number, and you talk about that. And what I love about the ski paddling fraternity surf saving is also Wanda. He had to pull Big Marlin on the back of that wave at the moment. Now that could put him in danger now, back in fourth position for Wanda. He was very comfortable. All of a sudden, look at this, course. We've got one. Book your spot for the semi-final. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 will be eliminated on this next wave. Positions will be critical.
He's so critical, and they semi-final in it.
No.
Oh, wow.
Over a play. 17. Here we go. 3 are in. 5 spots left. We can single it up. Maybe fighting back. Maybe it could be. I see a red cap. Green. Let's go. Blue cap. I should say of Wanderer Terrible. So let's go. 4, 5, 6, 7. May have. The Nalunga may have snuck unofficial at the moment, but Chase Corbett may have snuck through in position. Wow. What about that? We saw a few Wander Cups in the mix there as well. Just for a story. Round from Midway, New Zealand has finished second. Great to have our New Zealand competitors, but look at this coming through. There we have it at the moment. Willem. Riddington will come through. Brown from Midway, New Zealand. What a story. On the Sonic ski, you can see the boy there as well. A 70. Now this 4 Wander comfortable. Alex Walker will qualify through. Nalunga may fall short. Unofficial. Hands going out. Drama in the 17s. You're throwing a few waves. Let's go down to Harold with an update. Plenty of action on the
Chase on the precipice at the moment.
Fair bit of carnage out there. I was lucky I got hit on the way out, but then back on the way in I kind of pulled a bit of wave in, and yeah, I don't know where I finished up,
Yeah, that left hand edge a little bit unlucky. I saw that I basically wore one on the head as well, but once out there, just pick and choose where you are, be a little bit about making those decisions.
Yeah, I just hung out a little bit wider around the cans, just trying to avoid some, carnage, clashing and everything. And then, yeah, headed home.
Port Noarlunga, tell us about your squad.
We've got a small squad, but it's definitely pretty strong. Racing father, Maguire Reid is great ski paddler. We're happy, we're here.
Great ski paddler, terrible moustache.
I rate it.
Right, hopefully you are through that top 8, getting through the next round. Here we have it, Chase Corbett from Port Noarlunga. Any big hellos to anyone back home?
Hello, everyone back home.
How good is that? And great job, Harold, and great job, the boy from Port Noarlunga. Baby Clubs tells a great story, and talk about ski paddling. This is it. IL quarterfinal ski championship. In quarterfinal, we go to quarterfinal number 3, and this would be one of the ski paddling. Let me say this: one of the ski rad decade of high paddlers. High paddlers, obviously, not being able to commit to the Olympic dreams coming up.
Yeah, in the Olympic year, you do see some of our athletes having to miss the Australian titles, and that's in kayaking, swimming as well, because if they accidentally put hot holes, some injury or something like that, that's their Olympic dream over. So they've got to be really careful.
What I love about this, it's Olympics this year, but it gives the opportunity for those past Olympians. Lockie Tame, what about this? Took out obviously the double ski for the Belly Club a couple of days ago. Can he do it? He's won, I think, 4 Australian single ski titles. Is there an opportunity for the old boy Tame to step up and win it?
Oh, he'll definitely. Well, you saw how excited he was on his first day of racing and talent. He still looks as fit, so he's got every.
He races so much more relaxed now as well, but there's super quality ski paddlers coming through, a number of clubs, quarterfinals coming up, and I love the way that young Oscar Jones is going for Manly. He's only a young man, still growing into his body, but he's a massive unit, but he can, with a bit of luck, Norton's in the mix there as well, that, in background, especially from Tasmania now there at the Northcliffe Club, but quarterfinal number 3 coming up, and let's not miss out on the Newport boys. They are phenomenal. Mitchie Trim, wouldn't that be a great story coming through? They took out the single LA a matter of yesterday. Such a quality field. And talk about some of the greats coming up here in quarterfinal number 3. Third from the left-hand side. Marty Kenny. I would love to see Marty Kenny there and about as well. Great story. He's got 51 years of age, finished 4th 2 years ago. Marty Kenny as well. We'll roll through. So Josh inside the last picket, 40 to 44 race, I think it was, board race and iron this week as well. Carney, what about the old boys, the C, in position 1? Josh Meyer, Scotty McCutcheon, and then we go from Bernie. He's the one to look out for. Murray Stewart, talk about quality in terms of ski paddling as well. Watch Stewart go, and right next to him as well. And then half the Fox. The Fox is in the house. This is a quarterfinal coming up. Reid from Newport. Bazzelli there from Newport. Neil from Allura. From Alexander Hamlin. Chamberlain from New Zealand. Taylor's Mistake, New Zealand there. Fletcher Armstrong. We know how he can go. It was only a matter of months ago. He won the summer here. Reese Baker from Trigg. This quality field. Single male championship.
Oh, this is unbelievable. You talk about the old boys of the sea. Marty Kenny, 55. It shows it doesn't matter what age you are. You can be as fit be in the Australian titles quarterfinals. So this is very, very, very exciting. Murray Stewart as well, and then Lockie Tame, as you said. It's incredible. Newport doing the 1 and 3 back to that real the year before. They're going to be looking to make. We talk about the final and we're jumping a few steps ahead. They've got to make it, and it's only 16 in all to be there on that line.
Look at him surging forward here. 80 is the magic number. I expect big speed from the left-hand side. In particular, that's of Oscar Jones, the North Burley Cup, and Lockie Tame, and that of Newport as well. Then we spoke about that at the left-hand side coming through, and also big move from Fletcher Armstrong on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it looks pretty even at the moment, doesn't it? We've seen over the titles, it's the north side got out, the south side got out, but at the moment, the north side potentially look like they have to come a bit further back to the can, I'd say.
Fletcher Armstrong is absolutely bolted. That's the place where you want to be, especially with the quality of ski paddlers in this quarterfinal. You want to dictate from the front of the race, and that's Fletcher Armstrong at the moment in one. Find him a little bit of advantage of having someone next to you off the good. That looks like Henson Thompson from Alex getting a nice. He's a big man. Look at the shoulders of the Alex boy there, Fletcher. The big move for the left-hand side. Lockie Tame starting to make his presence felt. Oscar Jones up there, and then Fox from Half Moon Bay.
Yeah, Lockie Tame. He just knows he's won this 4 times before fifth and set himself up and maybe do a little bit of washing, just getting up, hopefully getting through this to that semi-final. He has got a lot of teams. He's in that mix final later on. So out in front we look.
Yeah, Fletcher go to work, and what I love about Fletcher Armstrong, Fraser, quarter, and that's what you want. You can see the confusion, the mix, and they'll leave a bit of room for the skis going round to their own place. I love the composure of as well, just cruising around. He's got his own team build business as well, so he's throwing hammers around, day in, day out during the week. He'll go around in fourth. We can see also there Henson Thompson caught up as well from that of Manly. We that of Oscar. It could be Nathan Neal making his presence felt as well. So big names come out to big plays, and only 8 going through.
Yeah, only 8 going through. It's so cutthroat, isn't it, at the moment? He'll really not be mucking around. Armstrong just looking so strong out in front. He'll have a little bit of a lift here. Might not turn into a wave, but they're so fast and they really pick up anything that's out there on the water.
Of course, I see a few build out the back, and I know that will probably Armstrong may pick up one. There he is now, the armchair ride. He's got the moustache and look out the back. That's Armstrong come down. That's what you want, isn't it? An armchair rider qualify away from the coming through, because look at these waves at the back for this.
Yeah, it's looking the congestion. Just want to get through and then get to the final. Everyone's all over the place, but you want to be safe. You want to get through, and Armstrong doing so well. He's really been able to relax those arms and be really chill finish.
I'd probably say there's our 8, but all of a sudden we have someone that opens up the opportunity to come through. So that leaves us now with our 7 positions. 1 spot remains. Lockie in a bit of danger here at the moment. Oh, sideways. Drama at plenty. Huge drama on the right-hand side. I believe Lockie making the whole right-hand side. He's gone. Manly gone as well. Wow.
That was so... Oh, and this is the quarter-final.
Wow.
How dramatic is this?
Massive. In the context of this, danger. Australian Championships, the quality play. Disappointment. That's Oscar Jones eliminated as well. Drama are plenty. Sure, what Happy Tame, bottom right-hand side as well. He positioned himself so well coming in. I'm not sure what happened. We may replay on that second wave of there. Let's try and pick up this replay and see what happens. They were sitting so comfortable. That's our leader, Armstrong, out in front. Position well, set up a wave to come through to qualify top 8. This is the danger. Far, look at, look, gone. Lockie Tame, not sure. Jones as well up in there. We're seeing so comfortable.
What a move. Yeah, and it's actually, even though it's a tiny little wave, and there's a lot of movement going all different ways out there. And I think for Oscar, he just had a moment where he relaxed a little bit, maybe turned it off for a bit. He just went that sideways, but Harold is there, so we'll hear what he's got to say.
Look at hear what I'm going to have to say. Going to hear what Fletch has to say. Start line, that was probably the most stacked quarter we've seen in a long, long while, mate. A lot of big names there.
Yeah, it was, I saw the start list and I thought it looked more like a semi than a quarter to do, and just got to get on quick and get around that can first. And it's hard with this wind today. There's a few less runners coming through, but well, and chase them a bit, you can come in clean. So
yeah, the wind's it's gusty, ebbs and flows really strong. Just that finish line, it looks as if it's a little bit tucked in on that left-hand edge. So the tough thing's going to be next round with the congestion in there. If you're on that right side, you could be dead.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you got to cut back a long way, which is all right because you get better. But it is hard trying to look for those flags. But I think if you have a look on the beach before you start, you should know where to come in. So yeah, it's definitely tough out there. But So, yeah.
Of course they are. So a couple more races left in you?
Yeah, a few more. Got a semi coming up next, and then I think that's me for the day. So I'll go home and see how we go in the final, if I can make it through. So, but the semis are going to be a quarter just then, so it's anyone's race out today.
One thing about this, I can't, or I don't understand, what is it with ski paddlers and chains?
Oh, I don't know. It's just all the boys started wearing it. Oh. So I got one as a gift and thought I'd run with it a bit. So I think I look better with it than without it. But
not much. Rest up, recover. A couple of races to go. Chains. I think I need one.
Great job, Harold. And tell you what he said there, didn't he? And Fletcher, I love these first 50 metres. And if you want to win an Aussie champ, you've got to be there.
Really got to set yourself up and have a really good start. And it's also for Fletcher as well. It feels good, a hard ski paddle out of the way, a hard stay, and then he got really to relax. So he didn't have to spend too many cookies out there. But you've got to keep your body moving over this Australian tiles. You don't want to feel yucky. You've got to keep moving. So he's and you just see, I just saw 10 up there. So back to doing a fair bit of racing and looking very good at the moment.
Yeah, this is good. They've got from our quarterfinal number 3, and the results are still coming in. So we'll give you an update of the qualifiers there. But this is now quarterfinal number 1. Far left-hand side, good story. Jaden Murphy took out the New Zealand IMF only a matter of 4 to 5 weeks ago. Now raced for Burleigh Heads Bay Park from Christie's Beach. Cooper Bristow, very similar cup, Lex Cup as well. Corey Taylor, CT. I tell you, we'll try and bounce back here. Phenomenal ski paddle as well. Blakeney here. Sam Roy, he's been up and about, Roy. I tell you what, for Service Paradise all season. But there he is. Spoke about 8 Reese. We spoke about the depth and the strength of Newport. Kurt Murphy, Swansea Bellman. Kyle Allen, Parawa. Peter Mitchell, back from that of the double ski championship of Australia in this quarterfinal. Jamo Porter, the man, the left. Lachlan O'Grady from Bulli. Jet Kenny, great to have you back from injury as well. And Heatley from Half Moon Bay, and from all the way from Point Leo down south to Irwin. Quality field, but 8 go through.
Yeah, going through, and it's really good. Taylor out there, really big disappointment not making the Ironman, but he's a phenomenal ski paddler. To see him out doing this, really, really great. And we talked about getting this, so Corey getting himself into this, I think, is really, really smart thing to do, and every final.
Yeah, I like the pace from the bottom up. So look at CT will explode. Sam Roy, black from that of the yellow star, the golden star on top of Service Paradise SP Love. Norton needs to go. We know the back end of Norton will come back very, very strong. Tanner Linden, Jake Reese, Murphy, and let's not forget Peter Mitchell. He's seen from about 5 from the right hand side. Took out the double ski. Come for the old horseman of ski paddling. There's green and yellow ski. Position's critical. Similar cap to that of Christie's Beach. Second from the bottom. Stories in these ski quarterfinals coming up course, and he should be made very shortly.
Definitely. Everyone wants to win this one. This one is a very hard one to win. We saw Nick Crilly do it back to back many times, but they know how important the start is, and here we are, Ty. We are away.
Here we go, and we're talking about Jake Reese. Good start in the centre. There's Roy, the black skier Roy. We spun into Roy over the 300 as well, and he's absolutely flying at the moment. That of Roy. Roy there as well. Big good stuff from Jaden Murphy. Oh, swell building. They may pop and sneak over the top right hand side up there as well.
Oh, do you know what's devastating? Cooper Briston from Christie number 2. So when you have ski paddling, you usually have a fixed length, or you have the one that's when it looks like it's slipped. Ski paddle, so he is now well and surely out of it. So there.
And we'll pick him up now. Coming up, probably see we got 2 sort of breakaway. Jamo Porter right hand, so it looks like Jakey Reese there. Leading that as well. Murphy, I tell you, will start. You get a good little lift there. Mitchell, Roy there as well. They go round. Big boys come out to play. Service Paradise back to that. I'll wait for Jamo Porter to make his move up on the inside. And leading from the front, dictating the race, Newport.
Yeah, Jack tasted that gold medal yesterday, and you saw how excited it was actually with Rees, Trimmy, and also Brooks, and Max Brooks at the end of last year.
Drama, Half Moon Bay, drama. That's Heatley. He's been held up. All of a sudden cannot get his blade in the water. We may go back to a replay of that a little bit later on because that is drama. She could cost in the semi-final. What's the benefit of Jake Reese being a ski fraternity there at Newport doing wonderful jobs? I think they talk about the ski relay back-to-back as well. But let's have a look at this. Look for the top of red and blue. He'll come to the can. Did he get his nose in? Let's have a look. Goes to hit the can, hits the can, gets around, but all of a sudden cannot get the blade in on the can. Jamo Porter stuck there as well, still trying to get. He's paddling loose at the moment. Heatley still can't. 5 or 6 positions, but out in front now, it's Reese and also making his presence felt in a big way, Jada Murphy.
And certainly when things like that happen to skis, the men out in front will just be pushing and pushing away because that really stops everyone behind. So it's before Jake just having that clear water, it is the place to be.
Yeah, Jack Reese had the move here, Jamo Porter. I saw the green coming through the yellow as well, but also we spoke about Norton. There he is there, Jamo Porter. Look at him work the ocean as well. Kenny says, you know what, Jamo can do. They are 2 peas in a pod, those boys. And away we go. Let's do the number crunch. So we've got 8 on that lead wave. Potentially, let's watch this right-hand side. This is where the drama was with Lockie Tame in quarter-final. And you can see CT right-hand. So it's really draw, isn't it? But there's your 8. However, the next wave may come over the top. It is not there yet. You are not there yet, gentlemen, because the big movers on the wave behind. Look at this. Oh, flying through. Could be that of coming through as well. 1, 2, 3. 7. Wow. The second coming up had the surge. Could see a couple of dramas. We will leave that the iPad there. I tell you what, the single skill lives up to expectation.
And I don't think the boys in front of that surge coming, and that's the thing about this, and we've seen it so many heroes probably when you are up more momentum coming through. So you saw the boys, they were kind of stop standard. It's nice and the boys coming through. They saw that opportunity, and I don't know if any of them got there, but it certainly came down. Really. Let's
have a look. So 8 are on the lead wave. They're comfortable, but it's the wave behind. And this is the difference in energy. The first wave comes through, hasn't got, look at the double up of the wave, using a lot of energy to draw that wave. Blue and white. At the moment, we can see Norton looking comfortable. Jakey boy, he's through as well. That's the move now in centre coming through. I think they may have done enough. The lead wave may have done enough. I think trying to pick up Sam Roy, unfortunately, may have been eliminated.
Close. Really,
Tanner
really
Linden,
close.
I can see Linden shaking head, pointing as well.
They'll be holding their breath. It's always the nerve-wracking part. Everyone looks like a bit best there because they drew to that semi-final, give them to book that Sunday. But wow, I don't think they knew they were coming. Surely not.
I think Jakey Reese, he was comfortable. Norton, they know they've done enough, and the benefit for them, they got out in front of that wave as well. Yeah, just grabbing nephew there. Jet Kenny, did he do enough to qualify through with Jamo Porter as well? We'll be down with Harold on the beach in a moment. There is drama aplenty here in the quarterfinals, big names, as we've seen throughout this week, although the swells topic as well. We might give an update at quarter moment. This is quarterfinal number 1, but let's get the update of all the you, Harold.
Yeah, lots of drama down here. How did you see, mate?
Oh, look, it was stuff out there coming back into that wind. For me, I was lucky to kind of dictate the pace. So got to the first can and really slowed it up, mashing, and had a little smile. I'm like, coming home, it's tough. You got to really go wide and with the runs, and at the end there, it's anyone's finish.
Yeah, I spoke earlier about the runs, but then you still got to try and finish in that finish line, which is a little bit for my liking. At the moment, getting down, body's feeling good. You've already got.
Yeah, no, I feel great. Look, I was actually lucky in round 2. I got smashed going out and snuck my way in, and yeah, but we're here today in the semi-final, and I'm feeling fantastic.
Fantastic and fast. Big Jake Reese getting it through to the next round.
Feeling fantastic and looking fantastic. He's the poster boy, I reckon, and great to see Newport from obviously their ski relay as well. But to get a chance, the ski paddlers there. Marty Kenny has qualified for the semi-final. I'd love to have a chat. 55 years of age, what a story. Great human is Kenny, but places to come. Go back to on number 3. Fletcher Armstrong qualified 1. Neil from Uluru. Maguire Reid was in 3. From that of Taylor's mistake in New Zealand was in 4. Henson Thompson, the big frame, the big man from up. The Fossil Foxes qualified in position. Murray Stewart, the legend of Burley. And Marty Kenny qualified in position 8 for the semi-final. Unfortunately, eliminated. I'll speak about a lot. I feel for the boys, but unfortunately that's surf and they'll back up again.
Yeah, that is surf, isn't it? It hurts, and it's still so hard to take that in because they deserve to be. They look so good these last few. We'll have a look. What have you got for us?
How good are the Aussies, Court? It's Super Saturday and tomorrow Super Sunday coming up. Let's have a look at quarterfinal number 2. Now, we didn't view that of quarterfinal number 2. Jay Finesse has gone through in quarterfinal number 2. Was Jay Finesse just ahead of Fergus Morgan. Now, Fergus Morgan is a great story. From W to know the kingdom area of Michael King. From Sorrento, I think it was originally in WA. Over second quarterfinal number 2. Position quarterfinal number 2, Ben Walker. He works for Surf Player and he runs working with the event crew to jump in. A great job in the semi-final coming up. Walking 3 for North Bondi, what about 4? Obviously missed out in the iron final, missed out in the board final, wants to be there in the ski final. If there's a wave on as well, look out for that. Visiting quarterfinal number 2, Max. Talk about Newport's family, phenomenal in terms of craftsmanship, in terms of boards and skis and iron person racing. Justin McMullen from Redhead and Adam Rowe from the Redhead boys from Hunter qualified through as well. And James Johnson, JJ from Currumbin. Now, he had a phenomenal ski paddle to win the Queensland relay for the Currumbin Vikings. Look out for them, not only today in the Lifesaver relay, also tomorrow, but of course, it's Saturday in action.
There sure is those names, and that's only one of the. So when we get to that semi, what the boys are going to we do Super Saturday, we have so many finals coming up. We've got the under-17 surf teams, the open surf teams, and then we board rescues, and then we Lifesaver relay as well as the belt. So we've got everything on action today. Absolutely, we can't wait.
Yeah, well, all the skis were qualified, 19s and opens, the males, and then we're coming up. We spoke big surf teams coming up, but also the 17s. Now the 17s will run all their finals today. They are tomorrow, looking to potentially run all the 17 events today. So stay tuned for that, because not only we have that for the surf teams, with the under-17 surf race coming up, we had the under-17 Ironman and Ironwoman Championship of Australia, first event this morning, and congratulations to the winners there as well, picking up Alexander Walker from the Cooksville Club at the Hunter Branch. And it's just come to my mind, they are both from the Hunter Branch of New South Wales. You are Australian champions, and a big congratulations to Swansea Still in the Hunter Branch in New South Wales.
Oh, that's an amazing achievement. There's something right there in that area, and they always have. They've always been strong, and it's a beautiful strip of the host there. I love that area. It's incredible, and they are the land of clubbies of it. There's so many cool athletes, coaches. Yeah, great community.
Something in the water right that 30 minutes to Castle. And I'll tell you what, about their surf. Great Ironman. And about Katie Reesman and Alexander Walker as well. We go back to their days, the Guy Andrews days. Yeah. And then your board paddlers and ski paddlers, in particular, the list goes on and on. How many great male competitors come, and they do like all surf sports around Australia.
They certainly do, absolutely. I love that area, and they do love the surf as well. You certainly get some big swell coming through, and a lot of the state titles have been held there at Swansea Belmont for the New South Wales State. They do a phenomenal, very, very special.
Of course, this is interesting. On screen now, this is still quarterfinal number 1. In the judges' side, we have locked in Tom Norton. Tom Norton from Northcliffe, and great story, grew up in Tasmania, mother as well. School teacher, and made the move up. Jake Reese now comes over. He's in as well. 2 live heats action taking place. We have 1 and 2. All confident with those 1 and 2, weren't we? But for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, still being discussed. He's taken out the double ski potentially, or Jaden Murphy going to qualify through as well. He's a big frame. Jaden Murphy, the New Zealand Ironman champion, is through. There's 4. We've got 4 locked in. Jet Kenny, mate. He's through as well. So I might have met Pete Mitchell. Not sure. He's maybe not Baines. Through. Lyndon's through. And CT Taylor is through as well. So, big drama. We spoke of Lockie Tame, double ski champ, being eliminated. His paddling partner, Peter Mitchell, was very well positioned. Bottom screen there, left-hand side, has also been eliminated. So, drama of planning the ski. Also missing out, we'll go through. Sam Roy paddles so well. Luck of the ocean. So coming up now, we'll have some highlights from the Mooloolaba on Thursday night's courts. Let's have a look at it.
It's a tough ask. We're just about ready to go here for the Under-9 Beach Sprint Championship of Australia. It's on away. Who's going to win the first gold? Well, definitely has set it up well. Sabina Rogers coming up as well. Annabelle Penny, and unfortunately takes a dive there, but Brittany Inga, we saw how impressive she was in the quarter. Have a look at that for a winning margin. If that is not impressive, I don't know what is. Michigan has got through for second, and absolute dominance we've just seen.
That is incredible. Keep your eye on the yellow cap on the far side of the screen, and unfortunately Penny from Maroubra, she's tumbled. That is brutal. That is not how you want your Aussies beach sprint to end.
Certainly not, but Inga, the rating is there, the stride length, the power is down here of the Under-9 Championship of Australia, and Sabina Rogers diving for the line there alongside Misha Boniface, though. New South Wales medal.
Misha Boniface from Mollymook looked good. I think she might have got there on the line. I am not the beach sprint expert.
That's for sure. So Under-19 men's, they're called to their mark.
The 19 men, yeah. Wrong one. Here we go. There you go. All yours.
Just about set. So a pretty even start. Varkavisa got a good start as well in the second. And Maroochydore on the inside. Asher Ward. Ash one with the target on his back. He looks right. He's got the win. And Oscar Smith was right up there. Northcliffe, 11 medals last year. And have certainly shown that they can be a force to be reckoned with on the beach. Ward and Smith. Ward third last year. Smith the undefending champion in this age group. Absolutely incredible.
And Luca Vardy on the closest to us there on in the blue cap had a really great finish.
You can see the different statures. So Oscar Smith on the right of your screen powering through. He absolutely dominated and really clear in the end. So I'll tell you what, it is a Vardy, I reckon, who's challenged. It's hard to tell from this angle, but Vardy battling it out with Ashton Neal.
The absolute worst, and a light on the podium. So that is your Under-19 men's race at the girls final up now.
So the two favourites probably go on the inside line. One row in two as they get off with a pretty good start, pretty even across the board. But it's Amelia Rowe from Sorrento West the margin at the moment. Doran trying to get back up alongside her, but Rowe, it's all Rowe towards the line at the end. Through just Tilly, Lily Orford and Swain Cole of Morty Alec, who've talked about a bit in this broadcast as well, shadowed her all the way through. And have a look at the effort here from Amelia Rowe, Sorrento, Western Australia. Look at the linear in her movement, absolutely brilliant how she held her form through that middle phase. It's easy to fall apart at this point, and she drives towards the line with Phoebe Doran, a great effort. We know how strong the Swansea Belmont club have been on the beach arena in the last 12 months, and she...
That was the Mooloolaba, the big stage, big moment, big atmosphere, and big plays. Huge congratulations and clubs involved. It is now semi-final number 2, the Open Female Surf Teams Championship of Australia. And we'll pick this up as they go through occasion. We have 6 teams in this semi-final number 2 and potentially looking at flying through. So their final will be up very, very shortly. And we'll have Maroochydore Team A, Newport Team A, Northcliffe Team A, Northcliffe Team B, Avoca Team A, and that ability has Mowbray Park as well. So I know in here we have 6 teams. Teams of 4, 6 fours of 24. 5 teams will qualify. From this semi-final, 5 teams, and semi-final number 1 have also walked in and banked their qualifiers through. So a couple of things will come in terms of the open female serve teams semi-final is they'll do enough to qualify. They don't want to use too much energy in this race in particular leading out because they'll back up in about 15 or 20 minutes time for the Championships of Australia. And what a quality field we have lined up here going through, in particular that for the North Fifth A team. And we'll roll through of Georgia Miller, Lana Rogers, Naomi Williams, probably the favourite, or one of the favourites of the teams going into this one. And positioned on the screen, their presence felt North Fifth at the moment, 1, 2 and 3, potentially 4. We've got Newport tucked in there as well. Kimberly Doyle, we saw a great performance earlier with Sarah Locke, Annalise Kibble and Lizzie Well. 2 of these girls have already taken out the under Championship Australia surf teams only a matter of 45 minutes ago. Low tide starts to come to play as well as the girls make their way out towards the first cam, but it's all North Fifth, 1, 2, 3. And there's a semi-final number 2, the open female surf teams. Phenomenal morning of racing. We start with that at under 17. Male Ironperson Championship Australia. Alexander Walker, the Cook out first from North Cook. And then we know at under 17, female Championship of Australia. And Caitlin Reese, what a story. What a great young girl she is as well. Very Belmont girl, very proud New South Wales girl as well. As the surf team's starting to come with a 4 now, and you see the dominance out in front, stepping there nice and early. North Fifth in 1. But we've got 2 teams in North Fifth here, so we pick up the A and that of the B swimmers as well. But every position counts. Maddie Armstrong is in position, but great young girl. Probably a little bit in 400 metres. She likes the 5 and 10K of swimming. Look out for the tail end. Olivia Corrin and also that of Sarah Tazaki. I love this story here, Courtney, because you've got Emily Doyle in the B team for North Fifth, and then you've got Kimberly Doyle, sister of for Newport. Great little as well in this one.
Oh, I absolutely love that, and it's yeah, we've only just actually seen Emily Doyle. She's just moved to Queensland time now. I'm sure she's certainly missing her sister Kimberly Doyle, who she would have raced with for many years, but now they're in rivalry clubs. But yeah, everyone definitely, it's all actually quite bunched up, isn't it there, Ty?
Yeah, we've got 6 teams, 5, so I know that you know, the real pointy end competitors will probably be conserving because they know in 20 minutes time, and they need to be smart here. We're talking about, you know, in terms of the 4th day of competition, and you want to be performing your best come forward. Obviously, I always classify as walking up the ladder. You know, it's a step by step through your qualifying rounds, but as you get higher, that pressure, that intensity, and you see they'll go to Conservative Burley back in 3rd, presence felt. I'll probably say as we stand at the moment, North Fifth A and B, super dominant. Looks like Claudia Rose Slavin or Olivia, I should say Lily O'Sullivan making their presence felt coming through too. I'd say that's Lily and Claudia Rose. We can see Evoca there as well with the Black Swans and Richard also. Teams go in, 5 will come out for the final. This is semi-final number 2. Quite a number of these, obviously, in your days of racing. It's a special event, isn't it, the surf teams?
Yeah, it really is special. And as you said before, Ty, they've really got to just try and conserve at the moment because backing up for that opens, it's as we said, it's going to be on. And you made a really great point, Ty, when you said every single point counts. So that's why it's so urgent and it's so on right from the start. But it is a really special event. I think, yeah, you're out, 4 of you in a team, you know, 3 other girls with you, someone just putting their head up there.
I saw that for Newport.
It might have actually been, I reckon
Lizzie Wellborn?
Well, I think it was Lizzie Wellborn. We recognise those goggles from watching her in the series.
Why they're coming in, Court? She won a number of these, as I said, but is there one that stands taller than the others? I'll give you a bit of time to think about it, but I know from a team event, whether it's a location or or thereabouts, was there one team when you won the Open Female Surf Teams Championship of Australia that really stands a little bit higher than others?
I think the one that really stands out to me, it would have been at Kurrawa when there was some good swell, and I was with Bonnie. So I think, yeah, it was really special. I think we've spoken about, you know, the Doyle sisters, spoken about the Raywoods, but to win an Australian medal with your sibling, it's beyond, and your family remembers it, you remember it. So I think being with Bonnie and a part of that was such an honour. of the A team. So we just see on that southern side one of the Newport girls coming through, getting a nice little wave there.
Yeah, nice little lift, isn't it? Yeah, they're good memories, aren't they? And I'm sure you got plenty there as well across that of surf, swimming, as well as iron person. Right. You spoke about the swell, and today it's going to play its part. The tide's still dropping, but one thing that we know that Richard is little holes and pockets, and also at the moment left hand a hole running out, and that's that deeper water. You see just drawing back out as Lily O'Sullivan looks like, or I think it's Lily O picks up that one, or Claudia Rose Slaven. So here's the positions. This is what we talk about. We have the outside bank, and look at that out to the swimmers who want to stay away from that rip coming back, use it to your advantage going out. But all of a sudden we had North Fifth 1, 2, 3 and 4, and looks like Lily O'Sullivan making the presence felt for Burley at this moment. We'll try and pick all B teams out of North Fifth. They'll look and stand as they come here at the moment. Very, very strong fifth, but I think Richardall might have snuck down the bottom as well. Well, there you go. Richardall, luck of the locals. Will Locks is there. So Richardall 1, Burley 2. I see Olivia Corrin, Sarah Tazaki, I think I saw there as well, crossing the line for that. There's Georgia Miller now comes to the 8. Now comes up as well. I think was in the mix there coming through. There's Claudia Rose Slaven. So the girls will know comfortably Jasmine Rowe. They would have just done enough to qualify. To me, tears for Avoca. Avoca is in this one to look to qualify through.
Yeah, the girls will just be adding those points up there at the moment. Well, yeah, but yeah, there's just some of the girls just watching them. They've really heard. They have so many races coming through. Just like here at the end there, just some swells and bits and pieces out there.
Yeah, the move was the Black Swans and Richardall. I think right-hand side pops up. There's a wave there coming down. Looks from Richardall. Nice little armchair ride. Little luck of the locals. And it will, because coming back, you pick your targets, and they will do this. It's not all about the first third. They'll know exactly where they need to come back. They won't look at the flags, look at a big building or a coloured tent or something of a place to come back to. But then we can see the little gutter again on the shore. So much at stake. Now we bring a little bit of swell tomorrow. Look out. These open races and 19 finals. That's so important to qualify through today and get there today. But looks like Christy Munro's with us on the beach with our winner.
Morning, Ty. Yes, I'm down here with Summer Short. Had a bit of local knowledge just across the line there. We're still counting. It's going to be tight in terms of teams through to finals, but you've done your team with the first place.
Yeah, I got a cheeky little way and I was like pretty happy to get that through, and I saw some of the other girls running. I was like, I have to get number 1 points just to. Our heat is probably incredibly stacked, so I had to get. Yes, so I tried extra hard for that.
You've certainly got top points. We'll wait for these official results. Very nerve-wracking wait, always, the swim teams, because it's quite tricky looking across the line who might have qualified through, who might have just missed out. We talk so much about your family and how famous the short. You talk amongst yourselves in terms of like tactics at a big championships like this?
I would probably more so than my brothers. My younger brother is 17, so if I started listening to him, we'd have a lot of issues. But Dan, sometimes he does get me fired up on occasion. He's very good at that. So they're all good for different things.
Yeah, that's very good advice. We don't want to take the 17-year-old advice too often. Probably Dad absolutely has got the knowledge here, and such a proud history of Maroochydore. We've loved having you guys host us here for the National Championships. What's the vibe like under the tent?
Oh, it's good. It's awesome. I would say that not just our tent, but all the younger kids down there, the Bodies are incredible. We've got a very strong and very deep history and very strong club. And I'm proud to be part of Maroochydore, and we love having Aussies on our. We can have many more on this beach. So, yeah.
We're hoping to see lots of Black Swans through on finals day, you guys included. However, we've still got plenty of medals on offer today. This final will be run shortly. We'll let you go and the results.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Yeah, great job. And up to the well, and we talk about Sam Short, and the Olympic. Great family. Danny Short, dad as well, heavily invested, heavily involved with running the straight up well, and was a part of the Tupman win as a swimmer back in, I think, 1997. So it just shows back the history. And we see that, don't we, as well, cause the generation of parents and athletes coming through. And why wouldn't you be? It is such a help. Why would you not be involved with surf lifesaving?
Yeah, I absolutely love to see that. And sometimes when you the kids, you know, racing Aussie a little bit old. You're like, wow, I remember they were born, no, Nathan Smith's little girl been racing in the youth, and I remember Faith was racing in Uchigra and he brought them, they were just like freshly born. So it's really interesting, and it's so much fun. It's that's why Surf Life Saving, it's not only our sport, it's a community, it's a massive family. So it's yeah, as we saw Marty 5, everyone's connected in some way, and you feel so great about the Aussies next, don't you? So inspired from all these.
I was about to say that you grow up as a young last week when we were youth as well. The youth starts at 13 years of age. So when you're 8, 9, 10, 11 years of age, you know, you train with the older people as well. They talk about the Australian Championships, what's it about. You hear the stories from your parents, you hear the stories from your friends, and you're just itching at the bit. You know, like one of those little in the cage ready to go, ready to jump out and do the sprint. Then you get the opportunity as a youth, as a 13, 14, 15, come in the older. You talk about the Short family, you know, there's Danny Short, there's Stephen Short. Now, the relative there as well to the Shorts, little Raphael, under 13 surf race. Small in heart. Plenty of personalities, plenty of people on the beach. Christy Munro.
Thanks, Ty. I'm down here with the team from Janjuk. For the 17 women's surf teams final, we can see you're just about to get called to the line. Last minute discussions there with the coach. What's the advice going into this final?
I think it's just hard, just go as best as we can.
Try our best and swim as hard as. Yeah, just give it all and go with the water on the way out and the way in. Yeah, hopefully it's fun.
You're looking very, very relaxed. Just go hard, go with the water, go hard. Final, go fast. So just going to do what it takes.
We're hoping for a good result, but we'll be happy with whatever we get. So.
Well, you can't be disappointed with that. I think the relaxed vibe is the way to go. I will let you go and get lined up. I can see the fit you in order there. All the very best of luck. Can't wait what turns out.
Yeah, great job, Christy, and great Sky Blue Cups of John. I love that club down there. Obviously, just around the corner from Bells Beach. Very open beach, had an interstate championships there many, many years ago, and it was for the youth, the juniors, and I reckon it was solid 6 to 8 foot. Big open beach, you get the big swells from down south as well, and great to see and the girls in particular. About that, of course, is the opportunity for 4 girls that come through the movement, and that's critical, isn't it, to being and staying healthy in surf sports?
Yeah, absolutely. But just being fit and healthy, it's really when you walk down the beaches, every single athlete down there, they've just got this, I guess, this array of kind of life. That's from just being so fit and healthy, and they're young, you know, young people moving through a lot of these age groups. So they're definitely juggling a lot. But as we look through the teams at the moment for this under-17 female surf titles, we've got Maroochydore A, obviously talking about Maroochydore before, they're going to be so strong. Janjuk, we just saw them on before. With Newport A looking very, very strong with Tapenia, Clues, Melbourne and Barber. Then we've got A, Alexandra Headland, and Herrigal. I've seen those girls doing very well. And mention Team A as well, and Rilbay and Northcliffe A to finish the roundup for that final.
Yeah, great. I think the big name swimmers come out of Fully and the home club of Maroochydore. I think coming into this final will be a sort of a 1-2 punch for them for the overall top 4. But Victorian clubs, Mentone, of Gorvet Page, there's our sisters in there, and Mead, about Jan. Great job, Victoria, great to see, and we talk about the history in surf swimmers from down there as well, great to see. So they line up in colour ordered 4 times through. So we spoke about the tactics that play a part. I look to potentially put their strongest swimmer in the worst possible position because they know to make a team of 4, every position counts. Who do you like, Newport, Maroochydore, or maybe that of Alex?
It's Lens, they won the Taplin yesterday and they just really got around each other and they were so excited. That Serena Bond, incredible, absolutely exhausted by the end, but with the Alex girl, I think I'm gonna back, I think, Newport and Alex. I think they're going to be 1 and 2.
Let me tell a little story about the Newport. Olivia Clues, Dominic Melbourne, not Pippi de Pania. Their 4th swimmer, Charlie Barber. Now, Charlie Barber is She raced in the youth last weekend. She raced my daughter. A phenomenal athlete from a phenomenal family. Did a bronze in an opportunity to fill into this team. They are one of the favourites, won the semi potentially this step as a part of the New South Wales state team as well. Great young girl, age. Her shoulder swimming, I think it was the 800 last week, or just 10 days ago. Had a bit of recovery, come out with great results in the youth last week. Under 17. So many great stories lining up today.
And this, not only is it amazing, great shot at this gold medal, but it's for Charlie, it's such experience for her. She's going to get so much growth from racing up in this age group. Look, maybe a little bit intimidating, a little bit scary for her, but I'm sure the girls will get around her. And
can I tell you one thing about Charlie?
Yeah.
She'll be right there. She will be right there. If she gets obviously bigger frames and that explosiveness, but if they've put her in position 1 or 4, give that little bit of space. She's very, very strong.
Here we are, and this is the Australian title. So as we see the girls going, as we see the tide going out a little bit more, we see a little of those potholes. So they've definitely got some clear water where we see that rip going out time and time again.
Yeah, this is good, isn't it? So you can see some banking on the bank and some banking down towards that of the little pull-out. We see a good move from that. Maybe Zoe Woods there I can see coming through from that of Alexander Headland as well. So I think it'll be right-hand side, a little bit of deeper water. And that's the challenge we have with surf teams. And also with board rescue a little bit later on today. It's going to be very, very hard on the same bank. We see Pania from Newport stemming out in front.
Yeah, she's really got out in the middle. She's, as I said again, she's got the biggest program, but she's certainly not letting that worry her at the moment out in those pink swimmers from Newport beside her as well. So that will be either Clues next to her there as well, and Maroochydore not too far behind, but the Newport girls 1, 2, 3, they are charging ahead at the moment.
Yeah, that is 3. That is Barber. I believe that is Charlie Barber, the under 15, tucked up there in 3rd position. Phenomenal start with her as well. Now we spoke about Papania, we spoke about Clues and Melbourne, who's been swimming phenomenal as well. So we'll pick up the girls as they go out. 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Just trying to pick up where the 4th, because it is a team event as well. Top of screen as well. We can see the 4th competitor now starting to make their presence. So Black Swans, Maroochydore looking very good as well. They've got 5 or 6. What about the Sky Blue Cup? Mantone's in the mix. Alex, Chugan.
Yeah, I was just going to say that is where are the as well. They are not too far behind. They're just sitting in, making their time. But we might have that Melbourne out in front there at the moment. She's really stretching ahead with Pippi DePena, not getting a nice wash and helping her teammate through.
Yeah, great swimming. You know, talk about the Melbourne family with the swimming in the background there as well. We'll lead from the front, and once again, just nice clean water. That is the position you want to be, because we get some serious carnage on cam 1.
We certainly do, and with the carnage, it can put you back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places all in that one can. So we're going to see a lot of action like we did with the ski events coming through, but this first turn you want to make sure you're all set up, and you see a little bit maybe back in that 10th position. There's a lot of kicking and a lot of bodies.
Yeah, and a lot of bodies get round 1 can. So they'll go around the second string. It is the under 17 surf teams females championship. They'll go 4 cans. They need to negotiate the swim as well, but it's all Newport at the moment in 1. Newport tucked up in potentially 2 as well, and maybe they're another 3rd in the top 5. We know the Black Swans and Maroochydore now moving up their presence felt in 3rd as well. Some movers starting to come, so here we go. Newport will go around comfortably in 1. Newport thinks going to come around in 2 as well, banking 3 points at the moment. This is the Joan right in the mix there. 4, 5 wide abreast at the moment. The girls go around. We can see Chugan in the mix there, tucked up on the inside where it counts. Position critical.
Oh, you just see that line of it's 1, 2, 3, that 5th line there. We've got so many. We've got about 8. They're swimming over. You see the Chugan girls. They're swimming over the top of each other. It's pretty wild in there. But as I was just looking at the surf conditions, that southeasterly swell is coming in. You can see as soon as the girls they come around that second string, we'll see Melbourne come in with DePena, and they will just be milking. And as you said before, Ty, they do have their own water. The best of that opportunity to get that southeasterly swell.
Yeah, Newport 1, Newport 2, Melbourne 1, Papania in 2, but 3 and 4 is that of the Black Swans and Maroochydore. Now we know how well they and the ocean. bit. You never know what can happen. Come back to the wave zone. I love the work of Melbourne. Just start losing a bit, but still maintain good cadence as she comes back. Papania. We know the competitor, Thrash and Bash of Pippi Papania in two. Maroochydore. We went back to another one of Newport. Looks like potential. Probably say that's Barber tucked in there as well. Clues is not far away. She's in the mix there as well. In the headland, I can see a couple popping up. I can see potentially what I got there. 4 in the top 10 at the moment of Newport, but also that of the Black Swans have got 2 or 3.
The local girls in Maroochydore, they've really got to want to get because Newport, like, they haven't sewn this up yet, but they're not too far. Maroochydore team of Ackley, McGrath, McManus and O'Prey. Britt Ackley, she's so in the swim as well, but they've really got to get going here because Newport are running away with it at the moment.
You can see another one midfield as well, so look at this. You can tell the pace is on here in the under-17 female Championship of Australia, and it's Newport looking to bank maximum point to go into their first swimmer. Remember, swimmers, calculation of all their positions in terms of overall. If it will go back to the first team that's completed the whole course. Here we go. Alex, little lift at the back. Little lift for Melbourne. Once again, that little hole they're coming back into. This is going to be critical. Waves out the back building. Waves building at the back, and here we go. Look at this. We saw 1 or 2 or 3 come back. Bigger wave at the back for the back markers, but Melbourne swum across that bank, now in the gutter.
Yeah, she looks like they've all kind of been with that easterly swell, just pushing them over to the north there. They look like they've got themselves in a little bit of a hole at the moment, so they're going to be fighting against that water that's going against them at the moment. So if anyone, I'd be interested to see if anyone's taken a bit more to the south and see if the waves are a little bit stronger there.
They are top 4 at the moment. Can they hold these positions? Oh, Alex has come right through. Alexander Headland right through. As I tell you what, has really none of the black. The Maroochydore. All of a sudden we had 1-2 Newport. Now they're back in 3. Oh, this is interesting in terms of a surf team's calculation.
Yeah, Maroochydore can come in and get that top spot, as you said, and get those points moving. But Alexandra Headland's coming through. It could have actually been Serena Bond coming through there. But here we go, through in 1, and we will wait to see who we've got.
J.O. Prey, yeah.
We've got Pippi DePena coming in there as well, and we've got Serena Bond. And,
every position. This is gold. It's the under-17 female surf teams championship. So Mentone trying to sneak in. We don't have 4 teams now looking to come across. There we go. Alex, maybe at the moment. Alex now finalising their last positions coming through. I believe Newport are all in. Newport are all in. The big question is where on the Maroochydore. Another one in. Maroochydore coming in there, so the calculators will be out.
That was a tough swim, wasn't it? You can just see the girls coming through and they're flopping their bodies over the finish line to get every single. They look exhausted because, again, they're not fresh. They have been going back to back all day here, but that, as you said, they have to fight for every single place.
Bit of teamwork from Janjak across the go. I think I like the look of that of Newport. Even though finishing around 4, 5, 6, they potentially have 4 in the top line. What a performance. We will have the update very shortly. But I know we do have Harold down the beach. We'll cross to. I see down the beach. We'll cross down to for an update. Christy, what's happening down there?
Thank you, Ty. We are just counting caps. You've got J.O. Prey, who took out that swim for your team. How do you think you fared?
Oh, we did pretty well. I mean, I was with my other teammate, Sammy, and 3 Newport girls, and we were all working together. Well, I was definitely on their watch, so, yeah, it was pretty good. It's a hard race.
And we're out there in that lead pack for a lot of that race. What was the feeling when you saw those waves bringing through some of the race?
I was pretty disappointed that I had it in them. And there were 3 girls already up there in the front pack, so I knew that a good shot, so yeah.
It's all about getting numbers across the line. Obviously, you want to do the best at this end, counting down those. What were the thoughts and the feel through the race?
Oh, well, I was first on the line, so just going out, I tried to stay straight, and then when I saw them just went caught on their wash and coming in, I was just caught a wave, and then heard that I was first, so I just ran up, and I know my team really well, so I hope for the best.
And we've been talking about the Black Swans home advantage, feeling the vibe. is it to have Aussies on your beach?
Special. I mean, Maroochydore Racing Club, and we're all so close, and just to race on our beach is such an amazing feeling. All year, so it's just we know the conditions and we.
Well, I'll let you come back to your teammates. We'll wait for those official results. The way there should be maybe a bias. So congratulations, and we wish you well for the rest of the program.
Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you, Christy, and thank you to the under 17 final of the surf teams. And here we have the highlight. We just see going through the girls and just about that sixth line there through where it got very, very close and tight in there. Legs and bodies and kick going everywhere, but yeah, the girls all did very, very well. And this is probably about the 10th time they've raced over these last even 2 days. And there was just that replay. There we go. We just saw Newport down in front of lost her Maroochydore making the most through. And it'll be really interesting to see what these point scores. We will get down as soon as we can, but yeah, we'll definitely take a little while for those judges to go through. But we're very excited because on the line up next is the open female surf teams, and that will be the final of Australia, a gold medal. And Ty, we're not too far away, so I'm sure to see what they're up to, and yeah, this will be a big one.
It's the event you want to win if you're a surf swimmer and in open teams as well. You see lining up and the quality. We saw the semi-final 15 minutes, and the big crowd is building. Look at this, what a great spectacle it is here. Camera. What about this, the Golden Girl, Georgia Miller? Potential hole, spoke about down the southern end to get out. The semi-finals, Esmo Bay Park, they banked semi-final number 1, and North Smith Bay banked 28 semi-final number 2. Both semi-finals will now come together. I think it's going to be a big potentially the 2 semi-final winners of that. I love the depth and the quality of that of the North girls, but our waves on offer. You never know what can happen. Claudia Rose Slaven decided to go to the. That's a very move on behalf of Claudia Rose Slaven from Burl.
Do that move because you put yourself behind straight, and we have to come through and move through. See, looking at a few names, Bianca Chris, very, very good her move, but we just see actually we just moved away from that, but on the northern side we see it could have been Amy Stroke out there. We'll certainly see her up the front. Georgia Miller off to a very good start on the sort of 3 North girls.
Yeah, very, very interesting. We spoke about the biggest pull out was right into the back and out of the hole. That's when Amy Scott used that to her advantage. That's what I saw as well. The opportunity to sneak into that sort of stream or that little right next to Naomi Scott, you know, current Australian Ironwoman champion, her and her swimming ability as well. Georgia Miller now right hand side making some hurts as well. I'll probably say at the moment, looking across as well.
Oh, absolutely. And we see the girls being difficult to pick that as we see out on the other side. How do you do it? I think you have to have what it's up and look at the form and really go on the summer of surf, look at the Queensland titles and start seeing results. And you know, because you can't look at training because you've got athletes who train really well, but you know, racing as much. But then also the athletes that maybe not train as well, but then they're really racers. So it's a difficult one to do.
Talk about difficult winds starting to pick up now, and that's going to play a huge part in the context of later on today. And even now, in the swell starting, if we are expecting an increase in swell for the next 12, but it's North 51 at the moment. Look at their A team: Miller, Rogers, Scott, Bella Williams in the mix there as well. But the beats Corrin, Doyle, and Tazaki, Sarah Tazaki as well. So at the moment, it's a 1-2-3 punch, maybe a 4 punch as well. I say that's Raywood now making her presence in 5th.
We also see Emily Doyle out there as well, doing very well. She's always so strong, such good starts with ski, always up the front. And yeah, and then we've been going, and we've seen Ella Garrett and Tilla Garrett, and also it would be really interesting to see if she's made her way through.
Make their move as well, probably advantage. North Cliff at the moment. You now starting with the following season here from that of Kimberly Doyle, Lizzie Wellborn, Annalise, she's had it as well. Burley, also can see we've got 4 cups in the top 10. So if you look at the market, we have 5 fifth. We've got a couple of Newport, a couple of Burley as well. So at the moment, that's potential, but it's all about place. Every position count put on the screen, making a big move now from Burley back and forth. Jasmine next to her. Potentially banking maximum points.
Absolutely. I think that could have been Lizzie Wellborn. She's a phenomenal body surfer, but I was just about to say what happened in the other 17s. If this happens in this race,